I want to creative write, like, so take each session that we do and turn it into like a chapter of a book.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm kind of doing the same thing though.
Oh.
I'm also
It'll be
doing
cool.
the
Oh, we
It'll-
get to no, we'll compare. It'll be a
Yeah, it's
we're all
competition.
doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Wait,
it'll
I
be
was-
like
Yeah, I'm totally doing this.
But at the same time, it's our collective world because we're all kind of building into it. So I would never say no. So go for it.
Never say never.
it'll be like a,
We'll just see whose is better.
it'll be like the Gospels, dude.
Oh,
The Gospel of Dand.
That's true.
that's
Jake's will be Jake's will be
who's-
like
Can you curate this, Jake, for us?
Who's
We-
writing Luke?
we have
Who's
two
writing
Jacobs
one that's
then.
really different.
It's probably.
All right, Luke, dude.
yeah,
I-
Jake's would be because they would record all the rolls, have the
I'm not-
impact,
Yeah, I'll be
rule
Chronicles.
violations. Yeah.
It's the rule. It's just the rules.
The
Oh,
rules.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll just be first and second Chronicles.
Okay.
Like I think I sent Xander. I think I sent you like the prologue to it like a while ago.
Uh-huh.
I'm on like
Yeah,
I'm like on chapter 8 at this point.
I saw that you were editing it because it reappeared in my feed of Google Docs, and I said, I haven't looked at this in months.
Oh
You
yeah, that
also-
was.
You also sent that to me.
I said, this can't be fine.
Oh yeah, so I've been working on something for a while.
But this isn't part of our set, is it? No, yeah.
It is.
Mm-mm.
No.
It
Oh,
it intersects.
Oh wait, there's a prologue thing. Is that helpful for us?
Mm-mm.
No, it was more like a fun side thing I did.
Gotcha.
It helped me with world building.
Right. Wait, are we waiting on anybody else?
Nope.
Okay.
You're
We are
late, by the way.
all here.
I said I was
you,
gonna
dude.
be late. I've been here for like 5 minutes. So.
Unacceptable.
Nah, you're late.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that shot. I didn't hear me clap my hands.
No, I didn't.
No, we'd have to hear your mic for that.
I don't listen to
Wow,
clapping.
suck my ass.
That's
There we go.
inappropriate.
I'm
What's
inappropriate.
inappropriate about that?
Oh, allow it, dude. He's just expressing his feelings.
I'm coming out the closet to y'all, and y'all don't. Shame. How dare
Yeah,
you
Dave,
king shame me?
shame.
Well, that's really sweet that you're doing so. We don't care who you are, just so long as you play D&D right.
Yeah, we just care that you play your character, dude.
As long as you come to our weekly devil worshipping.
And you can be gay, straight, trans, whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Well, the finale of freaking RuPaul's Drag Race season 12 is this Friday, so.
Y'all want to
Season
know
12,
something
holy.
that I learned recently?
What did you learn?
Y'all have all seen Nacho
Strangers.
Libre, right?
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
that
You just
movie.
learned that's Jack Black. Holy.
Hold on. And you know Chancho, the little fat Mexican boy?
Oh,
Uh,
He's a drag queen now.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Good
He's
for
a
you.
handsome man too.
And he makes
Good
a
for
hot
you.
woman, too.
Shit's wild. Well, I might not say that, but shit's wild.
Shit is wild.
All right, so everyone is here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure after this session we are in the home stretch.
Nice.
Or
Nice.
we will be.
Yeah,
It all
We're
depends on what you guys
assuming
do.
we're gonna, yeah. We're assuming that we don't wipe here.
Okay, before we start, I have a rules question.
Yes.
This Gatling mode, is it still a bonus action, and does it still cost 3 charges?
Yes, I did not write that down.
Okay, but it's the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I also have a rules question. We took a short rest right as the session ended, right?
Correct.
I believe so.
I don't
can
remember
be
that.
attuned to my new toy.
I mean, you can
And
if
can
you
I
have a.
feed-
In public?
Well, I can change my attunement slot. And can I feed it my 2 magic weapons?
Your what?
can I feed it my 2 magic weapons? The
Which-
spear
which
and
are?
the pick. The Sill Spear and the Shattering Pick.
Yes, you can.
Ooh, sick.
Let me add those real quick.
Hey, it's just like a little thing that you're gonna do beforehand. Look at that.
So, just so you understand how this works, because I don't know if the way I wrote it made sense.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. Come on. Be cool. Rod of chromatic mercurial form. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so you now have 2 weapons absorbed into the rod. It can either be a spear or a pick. It can't be both simultaneously, but it can
Right.
have the attributes from both.
Wait.
Oh, what?
What?
So I can have everything that the spear had, and
Yeah.
that the pick had, so it deals extra force damage too.
Yep.
What? Okay.
That
Oh,
So
sounds
here's another
nice.
question. If you gave it a +1 weapon and then a +2 weapon, is it
No.
+3
It takes the maximum
of each like different attribute?
right from the particular weapon type that you add to it. So if you had like a +2 like longbow and a +1 like hand axe, the hand axe will always be +1 and the longbow will always be +2. Unless you get a stronger like hand axe or longbow, then it'll take those attributes.
All right, and if you have it in hand axe mode, does the range become the longbow range?
Okay, wait.
It does not.
Does it retain the rope?
I mean, if you tie a rope to it, it will.
Nice.
Wait.
I
So
did think
if-
about that.
If you have it in spear form right now with the 2 weapons absorbed,
Yeah.
it does the spear stuff. But didn't you just say it also does the pick stuff?
It does
I'm a little
the
confused.
additional force damage that the pick would do.
Okay. And the Steel Spear is a +1 weapon, right?
Correct.
Correct.
So, like, if you added a, let's say, like a +2 longsword, would it do the Steel Spear damage and the pick damage in longsword form and be +2?
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
no, this is how. So if you add like a +2 short sword,
Mhm.
you can do the additional fire damage from the Sill Spear. Because the Sill Spear can either be like ice or fire, so you got
Right.
that attribute going on for you.
Yep.
And then since it's from a different weapon, you can also stack the force damage on top of it.
Okay, so the flat bonuses are tied to the weapon type that the rod is in.
Right. The magical bonuses
Okay,
that
are not tied to the weapons at all.
right. They can be applied as long as it's a separate feature.
Gotcha. Makes sense to me now.
It will be in war pick form because that does a base D8 of damage.
And if you die, the weapon resets.
Right. I did
But
read
in-
that part.
In war
You-
pick form, you won't get the +1 though, right?
The
Because
war
the
pick
Shattering
is
Spear is
also
not a +1. Oh, it
The
is.
Shattering Pick is a +1.
What happens
Oh.
if you gives it to somebody else?
Then it resets also.
Okay.
Does it reset when they give it back to me, or does it still have my weapons in it?
I think it resets when you take it because it's tied to you, not to.
Okay, so this is mine.
Yeah, keep it.
No one else touch this weapon, or I kill you.
Is this a weapon you got last time? This weapon had?
2 sessions. It's the one that we found after killing the weird series.
That's why I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it didn't have like its great sword shape anymore, because you killed him, so it reverted back to its base state.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right.
I'm fully with you now. I have my damage roll ready.
And
I
it
have a
gets stronger as it ascends.
As I use it, I'll ask that later. Right now we're good. We're good with this.
What's up, man?
For mine, so with the changes,
Okay, so if it's in a single form, you're gonna have to attune one or the other.
Right.
So you get the stack, like the bonuses showing up on roll 20. I couldn't make a weapon that's both a bow and a
Oh, I see.
yeah. So if you go into attunements, you'll see that you have two like equipped right now.
Okay.
One of them's the bow, one of them's the blade.
Spear
If once you
or
once you use a bonus
Okay.
action to swap it, you just change the
Okay.
attunement.
Okay. And then on, I don't know if I ever asked this, on the bow part, are the charges still usable on the bow part?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I can use only one charge at a time, or I can pump in as many as I want.
You should be able to use as many as you want.
Okay, I just couldn't remember that part. Does that have me?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Okay.
So, Xander, you're gonna have to keep track of what weapons it's eaten and the attributes it gains from that.
Sure. I'm unless we get more cool weapons that no one wants, I have everything written down. But they're all in my inventory still.
Yeah. I didn't remove them for that purpose because
Yeah.
otherwise that would be ridiculous.
All right. But I'm ready. I've asked my questions.
Emil, I have one more thing to add to all of this.
Yeah.
When we leveled up to 16, never put in my ability score or a feat. So, just so you know, I now have, I'm dexterity resilient, so I can add my proficiency to my dex save.
Nice. Okay.
That's
Get a
it.
barrel roll as a horse.
I just found out for a couple of sessions I haven't been leveled up, so it's fine.
Got it.
Well, you had part of your brain ripped out, so.
True.
Why-
True.
why-
Let's keep it that way.
Let's remove the whole thing.
The whole.
You ever had a lobotomy?
You were here. I wonder what a
It
lobotomy
was-
feels like.
It was barely a lobotomy. Like just a. It was like
Slight lobotomy.
The seam's starting to open up a little bit, though. Yeah.
it's like when you pull open like a brand new tub of ice cream, and you have like a really tiny spoon. You kind of like scoop out a little bit of it and take a bite, and then someone kills
Barely
you.
get it.
That's kind
Yeah.
of what this is like.
I mean, normally that's enough to kill a person, so.
It's because he was dexterity resilient.
No, it's because he has other people's brains in there.
He just forgot till now.
Oh, true, because
No,
his
wait,
blood
yeah.
out.
Divorce.
Yeah, no, that's a
He
good
has
point.
multiple brains in his blood out. Yeah.
It's a weird.
Oh.
It's a weird feature with Minotaurs that if you get a little bit of your brain scooped out, you're still fine.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like when
Yeah.
it's like when a not an orc. What am I thinking about? A
Slide?
Oh, I know what you're talking. Hold up.
something resilience. What's it called? Not
That horse
orcs.
thing?
Gosh, is it orc? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Orcus resilient?
Orcish resilience, yeah, I
Is
think
it-
so.
I think so. I think it's the only one that has resilience.
Is it where if you die, you come back to one?
Yeah.
That's the barbarian.
It's kind of like that.
That's half orc.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of like that, only just with Minotaurs.
I think it's you mean
And-
centaur, but yes.
Yeah. Sorry, centaurs and just with lobotomies.
Only lobotomy.
Very
He- he-
specific.
It's a really obscure rule.
They've had
Minotaur
a lot
comes
of
later.
problems in the past, though. Being half horse, half human.
Well, they have a horse brain and a human brain, dude, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Dr. Vivi only uses the horse brain.
Makes sense.
He hasn't even had to tap into the human brain.
I
What
only
happens
use
if we
2% of my horse brain.
What happens when I
Imagine if I could use 100% of my horse brain.
Brain blast.
200%.
Incredible.
But if you guys have any questions about campaign 3, make sure you let me know. I will do my best to get you guys that information as soon as possible. Is Blake joining us tonight? I mean, he's not playing at the
He's
moment.
here.
right?
He's in call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I've just been muted.
Oh, he's also
Ah.
in roll 20. Yeah.
We have
Got
not
it.
long rested, right?
No.
No.
Okay, just check.
But y'all fought baby Charizard?
Baby
Yeah,
dragon.
Do something.
It was pretty good.
Charizard.
Nessian killed it
Wow.
with electroshock therapy.
Oh, that goes with most
With
He
bosses.
just smothered it in the crib.
That's more accurate,
Wow.
actually.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of accurate.
He stopped it
Glad
from
I wasn't
breathing.
here then.
So,
I rolled my hit dice. That's right.
last time, you guys spent about 3 hours trying to figure out what to do next. In the apothecary, in the city down below. You released a strange fungus from a golden skull that nearly killed Dr. Vivi after a confusing kiss that didn't actually happen.
Dr. Vivi almost
It was
killed,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Savanas. Yeah.
The weird fungus thing ran away while Nicene and Dr. Vivi went out to procure some headbands that would protect you guys from being spotted by the illithids that are kind of encircling the entire town. After putting on the circlet, you guys went into the main tower and scaled the side of it all the way to the top, where you found the mother brain that was currently controlling all of the illithids. After a fight where Dr. Vivi got slightly lobotomized, you guys made friends with the illithids after freeing them. At which point, all 150 of them that were in the town are currently holding the airship, holding the man with the white mask aloft, preventing the airship from escaping. You guys are on the tower top. They're able to hold the airship for some time.
3 weeks. Is what you said.
Yeah, something like that. They're able to hold it. They're able to hold it in place for quite a while, as the illithids are actually really freaking strong. Before you guys have to worry about anything. So as you're at the tower top, you're speaking with the illithid. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Gil, the illithid, is currently floating beside you guys, holding with his brothers the airship from flying away. What do you guys like to do?
Are you ready to board the thing?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Vivi, do you feel okay?
Yo, check this. Oh, go ahead.
As I said last time, before the rest, I won't know what I don't know until I don't know it.
I just want to be
Very
sure.
confusing. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, wait,
I
y'all
don't
check
know.
this trick.
That's it.
No, Vivi will be fine. And I switched the rod twice, switching it from the pick to the spear and back.
All right, you're using charges while you do that.
I know. Isn't this cool?
Wow.
Yeah,
What happened?
really cool.
Something
Alright,
visual
Like,
happened.
so, what's the difference between just switching when you have them both?
I don't know yet. We'll have to find out.
Because like if you're holding one, you can just put it up and pull out the
Actually,
other.
I missed
Why
it.
don't
Can
you,
you
why
do it
don't
again?
you dual wield,
No,
Darian?
I wasn't looking.
This thing ate the weapons, so I don't
Oh.
have them anymore.
Why,
So.
why
That's
didn't you just
interesting.
dual wield, Darian? That seems a
'Cause
lot
I
more
like the
efficient.
shield, and you can't.
You can with certain feats
Yeah.
of strength.
Oh, the feet.
I'm hearing you're not tough enough,
Like
Darian.
on below your leg.
Oh, okay. Guys.
Darian
let's-
doesn't have legs.
Oh.
Yeah,
He
stumps.
just
So
has
no,
feet
Darian
attached
doesn't
to his
have
torso.
ankles.
No, I don't have
Ankles are
shins.
different than legs.
I don't have shins.
I thought
You don't have
dwarves didn't
shins?
have knees.
I
They
know.
just have one bone that goes straight to their feet.
That's what I was taught.
That's why he walks so weird. Oh, okay. It all makes sense
Oh.
now.
I, don't
I can
like
fix
the
that,
opening up
Darian.
my insecurities.
I was amazed when I saw he had elbows, to be honest.
I've actually got really long arms, but just really
Oh,
short
no.
legs.
Sometimes your legs are hard to see though, because you're a 5x5, you know.
Cute.
Staring
That's
an
true.
abomination.
His arms are abnormally long, according to my measurements.
You know,
Why? You know, we didn't ever go over that, but I think we have maybe more pressing issues than Dr. Vivi measuring.
Maybe
us so
Vivi
much.
can examine.
Yeah, maybe. Let's just.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Where? Let's.
Gil, did you remember anything about the white dragon mask guy? Did he have any certain effects on people?
Let me roll for him.
So this is an illithid we've befriended.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
befriended all the
All of them,
Oh,
yeah.
good for us.
They love us.
because we saved them from mind controlling
Good
dragons.
for us.
They're more
Once
just pissed
again-
at other people.
And they'll help us during the Dragon World thing.
The invasion.
Hopefully.
It's he
BB,
looks.
have you asked? Oh, sorry.
Gil kind of looks into like at Sylvanas' direction, still kind of holding his arms out, making sure the airship doesn't move, and says, "We never interfaced with the man in the mask. We only ever spoke to one man, spindly, annoying. His name was Almar. Never really spoke with
Wait a-
the man in the mask."
Oh, wait. Can you repeat that name quick?
Almar,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
he is
him?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is he
he
familiar?
was. Yeah, he was the leader of the. I think he might still be the leader of the the syndicate I was with.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The
Oh,
evil
good. So
one?
he'll be easy
Yeah.
to kill.
Oh,
Hopefully.
nice.
Oh.
he should be with the one with the mask in the airship.
Ooh, we gotta kill
Okay.
2 people.
I mean, I don't have a problem killing Almar.
Easy peas.
We've never killed 2 people before, so this may be challenging.
Only one. We've only
Oh.
ever killed one person.
We've only ever killed one person in
Collectively.
our lives.
God, it took
Is
all
this
8
the
of us.
only killed person?
Hey,
In
Django
the
killed the
whole
other, all the other people. He
That's actually true. Django killed a lot more people than all
No,
of
it's
us
it's
combined.
it's Disney circumstances. They
If-
just fell off mysteriously.
If it is your intention to fight this one with the mask, I'd be careful. What I do know is that they are aboard that ship right now, alongside a lot of strange beings that we cannot control.
Are they metal?
Hmm.
I'm not
Kinda
sure.
like
They
this.
are in the ship.
Okay.
We can
Yeah.
sense them.
probably
We-
some sketches.
We can sense their consciousness, but we cannot control them.
Guys, what if we knock out the bottom of the airship, make all the units fall, then we go on the
How do you
airship?
propose we do that, Darren?
Like a cartoon where we cut a hole underneath
Yeah.
the floor.
I don't know
I'm
what a
in.
cartoon is, but yeah, more or
Oh,
less.
it's like a
He's-
picture
he-
drawing.
He's talking about one of those animated books.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gil, can you
flip
and
it really
the other
fast?
players like turn it on its side and shake them out?
the shit.
We can try. Is that what you want them to do?
Give me your fucking lunch money.
I would love it if you could turn it upside down. Can you actually crash it into the ground?
Wait, what if they're heavy? What if we get smushed?
Almighty push!
Crashing it into the ground might prove difficult, but we could snap it in half.
Oh.
That would be actually like an egg.
Wait. Question. They're up in the air. Are they attached to the building in the town still, or are they kind of floating in the air?
They are directly above you.
All right. What if we make them hold the ship here, and then we go back to our ship, and we just blast
Just
the
blast.
shit out of it.
We're
We just
gonna-
blast
We're
it.
gonna destroy the village.
I don't know.
Gonna destroy the. You're gonna destroy the city, man.
Would it if we shoot straight at it?
There's something called a shockwave that happens after you blast big things.
It's a thought.
Wait, Vivi, did you say you split open your eggs?
Of course.
Oh god, Vivi, does your species lay eggs?
Wait, you have eggs?
Wait.
Oh,
what?
I was gonna.
God.
It's not really. I just usually eat them whole. So
Oh
I
no,
see.
I split it open
Are you a
and
reptile?
let it drizzle into my mouth.
Oh, that's.
What?
Okay,
Wait.
both of those are somehow equally horrible.
you just get the most protein that way.
Where
I
did
don't
this
think
come
so.
from?
I don't
We
think that's how
must
that
call
works.
eggs different things.
I think it's might be true, but either way, it is gross.
What?
Eggs, they have 2 legs.
What?
Oh, well,
Yeah,
never
different.
mind.
Dude, do you want this dagger? I saw you feeding your staff earlier, and
What kind of dagger is it?
Oh.
I don't know. I found it on Andrew's body.
Can the staff turn
That's
into
fun.
Andrew if it has?
Yeah, is this Andrew's soul dagger, DM?
Yes.
No, it's
Don't
not.
let this.
But that would be funny.
Do not let Ander get a cool weapon to possess.
Oh, we should resurrect him.
Do you wanna boomerang, Darian?
Are these items magical?
No, but
Hey, Darian, do you want... Oh, shoot.
you want my kid, Darian?
With this bedroll?
We would have seen Darian feed the thing. How does he feed it? I want to just go feed it.
It's like soul.
The rod just kind of like consumes it like as if you were pouring mercury over something, and then the object that was originally there is just gone, and it transforms back into a rod.
I figured you just stick it into the rod and it just like slurps it in.
Yeah, it kind of like encases the entire thing like a 3D print, and then it just turns it back into a rod.
Which one accepts?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go poke it with the dagger.
Nothing happens. It needs to be fed by the person that's attuned to it.
Oh, here, let me take this, and then I do the same thing.
The rod can't take a soul weapon.
It's not a soul weapon.
It's Anders'
No,
dagger, right?
Vicious dagger.
It's
It's the vicious dagger.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
the vicious dagger.
voracious dagger.
Yeah, yeah. So now,
Vicious.
vicious. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll, you deal an extra 7 damage of the weapon's type.
Yeah,
Holy.
you consume it, and it stacks onto your current build.
You mutate onto it.
It's kind of grosser up close.
Darian, I can give you this. If you feed it to your weapon, anyone that hits it will be turned into a duck. It's called the Potion of the Duck.
That's sick.
What the fuck?
That's super
I'm
helpful.
not sure that will work.
There's
So
only
we might
one way to
find
find out.
I'll
Anyway, are we ready to go to the boat, or is that just something we're gonna do later?
The bow.
Were we gonna split it open or?
Yeah, the Illithid's like been doing this for a little while, waiting to like split it in half. He's just kind of waiting for you guys' banter.
Ready?
You know,
Yeah.
wait,
Okay.
we didn't agree on this yet.
And-
What we-
Oh!
Am I bringing the ship closer so you can board, or am I splitting it in half?
Mav, you're the
I don't-
captain.
Yeah, Mav and Adela, you guys can penetrate that.
Well, my idea was shot down. So wait, we will crack the ship and then what? They will fall out? Is that our plan?
I
That
think
seems
so.
to be the consensus.
And then where will they be falling? I look
Directly
at
on top of you.
Okay,
Also,
wait.
there
We
might be
should
more
set up.
than.
We should have a trap set up, right? If
Say-
we're going to.
Yeah,
a big net.
There might be more than we're ready to deal with.
They'll never get out of a net.
I could have them fall into like entanglement so they can't move quickly.
Okay, that's an idea.
And then you kill them.
Let's.
I mean, you want to follow? Wait, Phoebe! I remember. No, actually, we'll say that for later. But no,
Yeah, does everyone else have any trap ideas? Other than that?
I don't really have
I
any
think that's all
traps
we
right
got.
now.
Let me see what I got in my bag.
I can make a giant vortex if you want me to. Well, not giant, but sizable.
What does that do?
Not a character. It's 5 foot deep water, appearing 30-foot radius, center on point. You see within range. Must be on ground. Strength saving throw or take 6d6 blood damage.
Yes.
Sure, let's throw that
That
down. Let's
sounds
throw
good.
entanglement down and.
And then I could
Crack
have
the thing.
like a moonbeam or lightning hit them. you
That
know?
being said, we don't know how many are in there, so we might be overwhelming
No, no clue.
ourselves.
No clue at all.
There might be like 100
Like-
people in there.
Well, I think it's safer
Shall we
to
scout
we-
out?
deal with them on our turf rather than up in theirs.
I agree.
I mean, I guess.
Should we scout it out real quick? Like looking, see what we see and then come back? Or just do it?
I mean, come on.
Are there any like windows?
Alright, let's just do this.
Wait. Also, can I get a visual of how big the
Fire
ship
the
is compared to where
cannons!
we are?
So the ship is 4 lengths on either side of the platform that you're on right now.
Holy.
I mean, I could conjure elementals for us. if that
It's
would
a
help.
really big ship, but it's gonna be split down the middle and poured down on where you guys are right
That's
now.
a lot of people.
Maybe we are better off doing a stealth mission.
I believe so.
We don't have to fight
Possible.
an army of robots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know how many are in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brute force isn't always the way to go.
You guys watch as the side paneling on the airship begins to open and multiple cannons poke out. They begin to
Oh.
blast away at some of the illithids that are holding the ship in place.
I say we
Okay, well-
infiltrate now.
You just hear a cacophony of blasting away as you see a couple of illithids just turn into vapor. Because of the surprise, a few of them were hit, but they begin to relax their pull on the airship and start catching cannonballs instead to prevent
I can do that too,
themselves.
so it's not that impressive.
Is
Let
there
me
a,
quickly. Second
But the airship is starting to move away.
Oh.
Alright, we gotta go.
is there
Oh,
a
that's a
Alright,
bonus action. Oh my god.
Strangers roll that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you feed your flying broom
creating
to your
10
new
hit points
weapon?
and regular ones?
I don't think so.
Flame.
All right, let's go.
okay? Is there a staircase or are we just
Let's
flying our beams?
stay below the ship where they can't see us.
Okay, so are you asking them to pull the ship closer so you guys can board?
Uh,
I don't think we need
we
them
can
just
to.
fly
We
to
can all
it.
fly. Mhm.
But I say we try to get to like right below them where they can't see us there.
And then we can do that saw idea that you have.
Yeah, my
soft.
my thing is going through the giant
A hole open in the bottom.
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay, so how many of you have flying brooms?
I do.
I do.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Pretty sure everyone.
Everyone except
Okay.
Vander, but he's dead. So
So you guys
Wow,
start.
too soon.
You guys board your various brooms and start flying up towards the airship that is currently slowly making its way from the tower dock. As you guys approach the underside of the airship, you need everyone to roll stealth real quick to see if you're noticed.
Oh boy.
Can we tell which
Oh,
direction
boy.
it's heading in?
They are currently trying to head south.
And where was our ship? Or
We're,
their thing? Was
It was south, right?
it's southeast at the moment.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Stealthy.
How do
What?
you do disadvantage in the command?
No one knows.
wait,
I'm gonna roll for
isn't
that
it
shit.
T something?
I don't know.
Oh, that's not it. I'm trying to figure out the disadvantage. I know David found it out.
Whatever. My stealth is a 9.
So,
was-
let me look at you guys' group
What?
stealth here.
What did I get? A 10.
Yeah,
10.
11.
Is
Ignore
that
the
a-
other two.
That's not a roll, right?
Who's
Oh.
casting Pass Without a Trace?
As you guys approach, the airship does not seem to notice you guys. As you get to the underside of the airship, you guys see multiple crystals that are trying to keep it aloft and push it forward, but the psychic energy from the illithids is currently holding it and shackling it closer to the dock. It's slowly pushing away as it continues to fire off volley after volley at the cloud of illithids behind it. But at the moment, they are pushing away from it. You guys get to the underside. It doesn't roll investigation. Someone who's trying to find an entrance.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that ain't me.
Dr. Halfbrain.
I have to admit, I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
He's
You
still
liar.
you're pretty fucking sure. Get out
Oh,
of here.
it's a 28 actually.
That's fine.
Oh.
As you guys fly to the other side of the airship, you do see that on the starboard side of the airship, there is paneling that is normally for some kind of like drop down, drawbridge, draw something that would allow cargo to be placed inside the hold. It is currently closed, but with that level of investigation, you do see the mechanisms on the exterior that would technically allow you to open it. You would have to do some kind of release from the inside to open it fully. Or you can circle up top and just drop onto the higher area. So basically it's a lockpick to see if you can release the mechanism, or you can attempt to just fly and land on the deck.
Stand back, everybody. I can unlock it.
As
Mostly.
everyone floats back a couple feet, you float forward.
Oh, can I check it to make sure it's not booby trapped?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I check it
Oh,
for
let
traps?
me guidance.
That's a 23, and then my own 4 is a 20, power 5, whatever.
25. With the 25, you look on the exterior. It doesn't seem to be trapped.
All
Cast
right,
guidance on
here we
next.
go. Here we go. Oops. 15. Oh,
Noise.
15.
15. With a 15, you start messing with the mechanisms, and you hear you have jammed the mechanism. You can attempt to brute force it. There is if you fail, this entire door is permanently locked.
Might as well try.
Do you need
Yeah,
more
might as well
icing?
try. Might as well try.
All right, stand back.
Okay,
I
nice.
got
We all
this.
float back further.
Yeah.
This is either an athletics check or it's a just an attack roll.
Guidance.
Or an attack roll, huh?
Hit it with
Yeah,
the attack.
Because you're just gonna do damage into the mechanism to see if you
Yeah,
can get it to
that's-
release.
That would be the shattering pick version of whatever is going on. So
29 to
to
hit. Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, shatter that shit.
Let me just copy this number.
Just a flat number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
11.
just a 2.
That many.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see then see you kind of pull away for a second, it's like, oh man, it jammed, and then you just see the shattering pig just fly by and smash into the console, burrowing about 1.5 feet into the side of the metal, and when he pulls the shattering pig back, the force damage blasts into the spot, just completely removing the mechanism, and the entire door just kind of flops forward. Since the supports aren't there, it kind of like bends all the way to the side of the ship and snaps off and flies down to the city below.
It
Sick.
Yeah,
smacks
that
somebody.
works. Whatever. All right,
Yeah,
let's get in.
we got him.
Yeah,
Did
let's
you
get in.
Wilhelm scream? Scream?
From the interior of the cargo hold, there were like 3 or 4 people that were just kind of like getting more ammunition from the ammunition hold down here. They see all of a sudden just a and the door like flies open. Wind just starts gushing out of the space, and one of them gets pulled all the way to the door frame and is holding onto the side
I need a
before
Wilhelm
he nearly
scream,
falls
goddammit.
out.
I kick him down.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
You
tickled
walk
him
up,
to
you
make
walk
him
up,
go.
and you kick him in the face, and he's like,
Wait, are there other people in the hold?
yeah, there's 3 more. One of them is starting to run towards the stairs.
I'm going to use my Raven Anchor and pull him back to me,
How
Okay.
far is the other one?
and then just drop him down the hole.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
You said there were 2, right? Or 3?
3 others.
Yeah, there's 3.
Two
How-
left.
how
right?
far are
Oh,
they?
Going with
3 total.
No, there was 4 people.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
fell.
3
so
left in
that's
here.
3. One's running.
20.
What's the closest
Yeah, that definitely
person?
hits. So you pull. I see him throw the Raven's anchor. Get the one guy that was about to like run up the stairs by the foot. Pull him back to himself, and just drop him off the side.
How close is the next closest?
Everybody calm.
2 other guys are like this.
What I thought.
guy? Okay. Alright.
One of them is like inching.
Nope.
Hey!
I sword whip him.
Damn it, David! I was gonna do that.
Roll the hit.
Simultaneous thorn.
Yeah, I'll do the other guy.
A 19
It's
damage.
Well, 10 feet closer.
That's for the. Aw.
Nice damage.
That's 12 piercing.
okay. That hurts.
Interesting.
As you pull him towards yourself, he is just at the door frame.
What do you?
Where's the mask?
He's
All right.
just to be too shocked to speak at the moment.
All right, you, other guy.
There's only one guy.
Yes. Yes.
Two guys.
Where's the mask?
Mercutio's up above.
What about
Yeah.
Where up above?
Oh, Mercutio, where?
He's in the captain's quarters, I think.
Oh,
And-
can you tell me exactly where that is on this ship?
It's probably.
It's the room above the deck.
All right. Thank you. And then I hit him with the shattering. pick,
Wait, mother, I
trying to take
needed
his head clean off.
to know where
Well, that was-
Almar was.
Roll the hit.
No, sorry. I thought that was
I was
the
gonna
right
ask
guy.
how many.
Oh, that's the
gold
other guy.
were.
Oh, yeah. This is my bad. I am. I didn't think that we needed more information. That is.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
I thought we had what
don't,
we
but
needed.
I'm just curious.
You
No, you-
probably
You can smack that guy.
Yeah, you throw the pick in his direction, and just like his head explodes.
God,
Why'd you do that?
Darren.
Don't-
Sorry.
If you
don't
want-
kill me.
If you don't want
Please.
the same thing done to you, tell me where Almar is. Is he with whatever this guy's name is?
Yes, they're all in the captain's quarters.
Okay, Darian, do what
Just-
you want.
No,
So
wait.
how many golems do you have here?
Golems?
The robot guys. I
War-
assume
war
you have
board.
them.
50?
Oh god damn. Aren't y'all glad we didn't open this up?
Yeah, no, we are glad.
All right, Darian, do what you want.
All right.
Wait,
then I
no,
do-
wait, no, no,
I
no, no,
grab
no, no,
him-
no,
I grab
no,
him by the
stop.
collar and I dangle him over the edge of the opening.
Please, no.
Can you put him, I need to ask him something. Can you
And
put him
I
back?
pull him back up.
I'm gonna have kids at some point.
Sorry
Do you have a,
about that.
and I look at him. I said, "Do you have a wife now?"
Not important.
Not
It-
yet.
it-
I'm working on it.
Go ahead.
Catch him
Go
back
ahead,
there.
Estienne.
Where are these Warforged controlled from?
Uh, I don't know. I'm not one of the engineers. I'm just a cargo hand.
Oh, where
Oh.
are the engineers?
They're probably in the engineering room, 2 floors up.
There you go.
Okay, good. That's
All
good information. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, Darian, do what you want.
Wait, no.
Wait,
And
No,
then-
let-
okay,
let him
you
go.
don't need to.
Stop! All of y'all stop. Hold
What
on,
do you mean?
just 1 second.
Let him go.
Does anyone need any more information?
I mean, are you? You should. He's getting married soon.
You should let him go.
No, he said he's working.
To an
on it.
unknown. Yeah, yeah.
He has plans.
I think that's noble.
Yeah.
Darren, we
Okay.
might need more information later. I'll just put
Yeah,
him in the bag.
Well, no, I was gonna say I agree. Look, I'm
When
not
you
the
put him in
best.
the bag.
Well, that will kill him definitely. I'm not the best person, but
I think
I
he can live for a while.
I respect a man trying to find love. So I'm just gonna knock him unconscious and
We'll
hopefully
tie him up. We'll leave him.
hopefully we don't destroy the ship in the process.
Here, wait. I
I'll
have a
just
better
start
idea.
choking him out.
Wait. Darren,
Wait, you said knock him out.
Yeah, that's
I thought
he's
you
gonna
meant-
pass out. He's not gonna die.
look.
Roll strength.
I can put him to sleep, guys. Well, if he's willing.
Yeah. Magic's magic.
13.
Yeah, magic schmack.
Yeah, that'll do it. After a few minutes of holding him there, he finally turns purple and is unconscious.
He is alive though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I cast
All right.
contagion on him so he's
All right, hold on.
Just position him so he looks like he fell asleep.
Before we go further, someone has to remember him because we have a bad track record of remembering people
we
that
can-
we might save later
We
at a
can-
later date. So
We can give him to the
we gotta
Illithids.
remember this guy.
We can give him to the Illithids, you know. They
Well,
probably take care of him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, before we just say, "Hey, let's destroy the ship and get off with our brooms," you know.
I know. That's
Right.
what
We gotta
I'm
remember
saying.
this guy.
We can give it. We
Um,
can give them to the Illithids.
If
Do you want me to
throw
go find
him
an
off,
engineer?
the
Well, yeah,
illithid
go-
can-
Actually, yeah. Do you think he can
Yeah,
bring one here?
What's up?
Do we? Yeah, do we? Should we just send
Look.
one, or should we send a couple to scout out the?
We
Maybe
can
grab
just do
someone.
this. Do I have rope? I do have
I
rope.
do.
I'm gonna take out some rope.
You're gonna
I'll
hang.
tie him to my broom.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll point up in the sky, and I'll say up. And
Okay.
my broom will hopefully fly up there.
Okay.
This thing's
won't
a
it-
mile of it.
Won't it just continue going upwards?
No, it-
Definitely?
No,
There's a ceiling.
only for like a mile.
Yeah, it'll stay a mile within range.
Then won't he just fall and die?
Well, that being said,
No,
we
not
could.
if he's tied to it with a rope.
Why don't you?
Well,
Why don't you put him on the ground?
Roll a performance check for me for tying him onto the broom.
Why don't you put him on the ground, Adela?
12. Got it.
Because then
So-
he can run away.
You tie him to the broom,
But
and the
he's
broom
tied.
begins to ascend.
He's tied and knocked out, Adela. I don't
Yeah,
think he
okay,
can run
anyway.
away.
back up. Anyways,
I-
he'll be up
I
there.
would've-
We'll get him later.
I would have
Alright.
killed him outright, but we'll keep going with whatever this
I mean,
is.
there's no
He
reason
was,
to do
he was
that.
helpful. He was
Yeah, it's
helpful.
fine.
He complied.
All right.
Anyways.
Right,
Yeah,
so-
Nicene scout out, I guess.
So
Oh,
Darian, you walk over and you pull your war pick out of the previous head of that one dude,
yeah, sure.
and the cargo hold seems to be fairly empty.
I'll go invisible.
All right.
Do you want
Nicene is
Uh,
invisible.
backup,
I
Nicene?
will. No, I think I got it. It's probably
Okay.
better if I go by myself.
I mean, I'm telling you, I can get real fucking tiny.
I'm gonna
So,
cast
yeah.
Pass Without a Trace, and then I'm gonna go invisible again because casting Pass Without a Trace broke my ability.
Yeah.
But and then I will make my way up. Y'all wait here. I'll be right back.
Alright.
So as you proceed and start heading upwards, give me just 1 second while I figure this out.
Oh, you know, guys, I forgot. In case of these situations, I can just scry on Nicene to make sure he's alright. But,
True.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think it'll be alright.
I'll keep that for later. I don't know if he wants to be scried upon right
Mighty
now.
sneaky. But Darren, yeah, that was good. You showed constraint on the person who helped us. That was good.
Right. That's
Yeah.
you know, I respect a man who wants to find love.
Sure.
That other guy, we didn't know anything about him, but he was like, I want kids, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it.
So the
I'm
good
a
thing
big
there
fan,
is when we're interrogating people, even if we're not gonna kill them, I'm still gonna be like, all right, Darian, do what you want with them, and we're gonna just keep scaring them.
Yeah.
Give
Well,
more
we need
information.
we need to kill someone first so that they
But-
understand
but-
non-compliance.
Yeah,
We
but me
already
saying
killed
that
somebody.
doesn't mean kill them automatically. So that's we just gotta
Okay.
be on that wavelength
Alright.
there.
So Nicene, you creep up to the next story. There are several people walking about in this area. It's a long corridor that stretches from either end of the airship. Alongside them, you see several of these like power armored Decrith like things. Each of them has some kind of stamp on the side of their armor that kind of designates what they are. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Investigation. Sure. 12.
Looking at the one that's kind of passing by. Also, roll stealth for me. Just at advantage because you're invisible.
Plus
10.
Yeah.
Dang.
So 17 plus 21. So
Got it.
a lot.
38.
On the side, on its arm of one of these warforged, you see it says "Mobile Infantry Non-Dynamic Inclinaut."
The fuck?
What was that again?
Mobile Infantry Non-Dynamic Inclinaut.
Mindy.
Mindy.
What's that spell?
Okay.
As they're kind of like walking about, kind of assisting all of the people in this space. There are two ways you can go. You can either go left or right. To your right, you see a set of double doors that goes into another room. You can't see what's beyond that, and that's where two people are currently walking towards. On the other side, you see another staircase that leads further up, and what looks like some kind of common room.
I'll go to the right then.
Okay, so you kind of dash up and wait for the two that are walking into the room to enter. The door kind of opens slightly, and you manage to duck in. Looking around in this space, you see looks like some kind of storage unit, and there are a lot of not currently functioning Mindys, just kind of attached to units.
It's canon.
So it's just a storage room with like the full mechs in there.
Yeah. Roll investigation again.
Ciao, 13.
At the end of the room, you see two large containers, about 3 times the size of a standard Mindy unit. But the containers are completely sealed. You don't see what's on the interior.
That can't be good. Okay, I'll make my way back out and go up the stairs.
Right. You dart back into the hallway. It is currently clear, so you make it all the way to the staircase and make it up to the next rung. In this space, there are 2 common rooms and a lot more people. Looks like this is where the majority of like staff are at the moment. It looks like a lot of people are on these strange control panels trying to maneuver the ship. Changing power distribution throughout the ship from different sectors to allow for different thrusts and movement and trying to break away from the Illithid's grasp. And that's going on to your right. To your left, there is another large room that has a set of double doors. People are shifting in and out of that room. No one has noticed you because you rolled stupid high on you.
I'll go to the one to the right.
Okay, so on the right is the hallway with all the control units.
Mm-hmm.
Going into that space, you see that there is some kind of captain that's currently manning all the stations, changing energy distributions throughout the ship using these control panels. There are 3 control units that are currently open. The rest of them are stationed by people trying to wrench the ship away from the Illithids. Every once in a while, the captain will say something like, "All right, switch energy from station A to B on forward thrust in 3, 2, 1." And whenever they synchronize their button presses,
I'm gonna go. Whenever they're getting ready to do something, or they like look away from a panel, I'm just gonna start messing with the buttons a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll intelligence to see if you know what the panels say.
Nope.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Sure.
Nope, sleight of hand.
Oh, that's a 27.
27. Yeah, you kind of reach down and start mashing a bunch of buttons. Everyone down below, you feel the entire airship lurch backwards as the pull of the Illithids is greater than the thrust of the airship. I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Everyone.
God
else
Are we
damn it,
all at
Nicey
plus
in.
4?
Huh?
Yeah. So you get another +4, Sylvanas.
Wait, we get a +4 from you?
Everybody does.
Yeah. Except for
okay.
Nicey. Nicey, you're too far.
I could be 30 feet above you.
You
Okay.
can. You need to be
You know
10
what?
feet.
I'm just gonna pass it real fast. I'm sure I failed it. I'll pass it instead.
Okay. Then Sylvanas and Darian, both of you are like immediately fly out of the open doorway.
Can I thorn whip the console? Wait, I think it has to be a
Can I
creature.
try to
Never mind.
grab
I'm
Darian?
just gonna. Alright, go ahead.
They
everyone
already
else.
failed their dex save, so
Okay,
they
okay.
fly out and you get back on your broom and you try and get
Oh,
back.
they're on the. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Totally
all just
forgot.
Yeah.
Fly back in.
Next thing you hear the captain's, "What are you doing? No, no, no!" And they start changing it so that the ship stabilizes. It has lost a lot of ground.
Hell yeah.
So, do any of these have I seen anyone who specifically would look like an engineer? Like, tool belt, hard hat, a map, maybe? I don't know, schematics, a
map.
blueprint.
map.
No,
A hard
not
hat.
in not in the room you're in, but there's another room on the
I'll go to
opposite
that.
side
Let's go to
that
that.
says engineering on top.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
What?
Did I not say
It's
that it
got
said engineering on top?
No, you didn't say that.
I don't
Okay,
know.
then that's on me.
It's okay.
So you walk over to the set of double doors and you walk in. There are a lot of people in here currently. After the ship kind of jostled around a little bit, a lot of the Mindy models fell over. The ones that aren't active. The ones that are currently active are kind of pulling them back and resituating them. There's about 20 of them total in here, active and inactive. And there are several engineers just kind of shuffling around this room. One of them is on a console working on some stuff. Another one's just writing out schematics on a table. Another one's just doing some general fixing of a unit. Excuse me.
Are any of them looking at each other? Like, how many people are in this room?
There are 6, and they all seem to be fairly intent on their work, so they're not looking around. There are about 7 Mindy models that are just either assisting or keeping just in sentry mode.
Okay. What do I do? Okay. I am going to say aloud. So wait, just so I'm aware, the first Mindy room I went into was on the floor with the cargo hold that the team's on, right?
That the rest of your party is on?
Yeah.
No, that was one floor up, and then you're on another floor up.
Okay. Okay.
You're 2 floors up from where the group is.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm going to say aloud. Something happened in the Mindy storage room down below. I need someone to go check it out.
You see, let me roll something real quick.
I have an exit strategy just in case.
Okay. You see 6 of the engineers just kind of look around. Oh, mate, was that you? No, I thought it was you. No. Who said that? Oh. And as they're all kind of looking around, very confused. They have not spotted you. You still have a very high roll. Whoa. My entire mic setup nearly fell on my monitor. 1 second. Let's tighten that up, huh? There we go. Yeah, they're just kind of like scurrying around, just trying to find out who said that. As a couple of Mindy models are starting to like scan the room.
Do any of them leave the room?
Nope.
I don't know what to do. I guess so. Is there anything in this room that would indicate any sort of control over the Mindy units? Is it like the actual engineering room, quote unquote?
It is an engineering room. There are a lot of different components in here for like fixing or controlling the MIDI models. There is one person that's currently on a strange mechanical console that is messing around on some kind of control panel. He's in the far back in the room, and there are conduits leading from there to the stations where the MIDI models are currently docked.
Okay. Okay, cool.
He's not at the station anymore, as they are looking around the room trying to find.
Oh, whenever he goes and leaves the station, I want to go mash the buttons on the station. Then.
Okay. On the console,
yeah,
you see 18 different buttons.
Mm-hmm.
There are. Let me roll real quick. No, you go ahead and roll intelligence check for me.
Sure. 7.
With a 7, looking at the console, there are 6 buttons that look enticing. One of them is a very large red button that is octagonal, and there's a strange rune on the center of it. The rest of them are slightly smaller in a variety of colors: green, blue, yellow, gray, so on and so forth. So, out of those 6, the 2 that stand out are the big red one and the triangular yellow one that's next to it.
Big red one.
Big
red one. Yeah, big red one.
Oh,
Yep.
always.
Okay, so you go over and you poke the big red button. You see something pop up on the screen. All the other buttons turn dark except for 2. There's a green button and a red button.
Green button. Let's do it.
You hit the green button, and you see the entire monitor turn red. And you see the klaxons starting to blare inside of the room. A bunch of engineers start freaking out as one of them is running to your position right now. And you see the 15 Mindy models that are currently stationed on their docks wake up, and their eyes are just a bright red. You see both their arms turn into sentry Gatling guns. There's one guy that is about to push into you. At the console station. What are you gonna do?
How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling in this room, it's rather large, 15 feet.
Oh.
Because it's kind of like a maintenance bay. So.
And I'm next to a wall, right?
Yep.
I'll just walk up to the ceiling.
All right, you walk up to the ceiling as the engineer starts pushing buttons furiously. You see the Mindy models turn to the other 5 in the room and start firing the Gatling guns.
Oh.
They are missed. I'm going to roll for the console. Oh yeah, the console is completely trashed. As the guy that was trying to stop it also has bullets all through him. The Mindy models are going to scan for your relation.
No way.
They do not see you. And the klaxons are blaring throughout the entire ship. The rest of you, after Dynastian's been gone for 15 minutes, you hear a and from the storage containment units behind you guys, you see the doors just as some Decrith models start moving out of them, and their arms switch to Gatling mode and turn in your guys' direction.
Oh, to us?
Yeah, you guys have about 6 Decriths.
Are they all on one side?
Yep.
All right. For now. Wait. That's not ground. Never mind.
What do you guys think? The room in your guys' situation looks like this. There is a cargo hold that leads down that currently has about 6 Decriths looking in your guys' direction with Gatling mode on. The doors, the loading bay door is still wide open because the door's split off, and then there's the stairs that lead up.
Up the stairs, up the stairs?
I think that's our cue.
Up
the stairs.
All right, you guys go ahead and make dexterity saving throws for
I'm not
Andrew.
gonna
Darian, Squanis, Dr. VB, Athella, and
Hey.
+4 to all of them. Hey, we're looking good.
It's 16 though. It's 16.
But his
No, it's
resilience.
12.
So with a 12, that is technically a failure. The rest of you make it up the stairs before the Gatling starts. Dr. VB, your horse form makes it halfway up the stairs before a couple bullets hit you. You take.
I'm just
Right in the rear.
Yeah, you're cheap.
Shot in your horse ass.
Right in your...
You take 10 points of force damage.
Wow. Pew pew.
Give it being a big bitch.
As you finish galloping up the next set of stairs, you get to the next room, and there are a lot of dead people. As even more of these strange Decrith models are wandering out of one of the rooms, just firing their Gatling guns. I need another dexterity saving throw.
What
How
have
many-
you done?
How many are there?
In this one, there were 20 and 2 large containment units that you guys haven't seen yet. So,
Oh god.
in front of you, there are 3.
Oh.
In front of me, are there
Oh, wait,
three?
hold on. I have a thing.
Okay. No, fuck it. I'll keep it for now. Damn it.
I don't have it. I've already used it. I cannot re-roll.
Okay, so Sylvanas, is there anything that adds to that, or is it just a 5?
If it's
That's a
only
9.
me, I get advantage, but that doesn't matter.
Okay. This is a saving throw, right? So
Yeah.
that's a natural one. The natural one.
Yep.
So I made you guys save too quickly.
God damn it.
But that's okay. I'm gonna keep that roll. I need everyone to roll a perception check. Actually, no. Hold on. Who was leading the pack? Who got up here first?
When
Not me.
who called
Right.
it out?
Just me and Athella both said
I
it,
guess,
but...
yeah.
All right, then one of you two roll a perception check to see if you see the stairs.
Okay, I'll roll it. I mean, I'm not going to be much better on perception. Yeah.
Okay, you
But
do see
4.
you do see the stairs. So you guys start running towards the next set of stairs, heading up in that direction. Unfortunately, Mav,
I'm like telling them to go. I'm like, go, 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 letting them go in front of me.
yeah, you take a little bit of damage
Yeah,
from
take
the
5.
Gatling guns firing in your direction.
Yeah, yeah.
They are not focused on a single target; they're just firing at whatever. So,
Okay.
so the damage isn't nearly as severe, but it's still severe.
Okay.
You get 8 points of force damage on this one,
Okay.
and then you make it up the stairs.
Alright.
As you make it to the top of the stairs, you see even more sentry units, 6 of them coming out of the west room. There is a control, like a captain and a couple of people controlling the airship at the moment, as they're all like scrambling to get away from the Mindy models that are currently firing the Gatling guns at anything that's alive. So they are slightly distracted, so you guys get to roll on dexterity saving throw with advantage.
What damage did I take from that interaction before?
8 points.
Oh, 'cause you failed it, yeah.
Man, resilient really already paid off.
23.
Shit.
Oh, good thing it's advantage.
Wait,
20.
God damn it, Nicey.
No, we all knew we would do the same thing in my seed situation.
Oh, yeah.
Pushing random buttons is all.
If you press,
have a higher intelligence.
if you press the red button, you don't press the
Well, we
green
can't
button
all be
after.
horse people, okay, VV?
Sylvanas, you take 9 points of force damage as you guys make it up the interesting point of order. All of you make it up the rungs that lead to the exterior. But Dr. Vivi, you are half horse.
I mean, I rolled a 28 though.
I'm aware. So
Just shoving his fat horse butt up the thing.
You make it to the rungs, but like to climb it, it's a little difficult. So I need you to perform an athletics check to see if you can feasibly get your horse form up a ladder.
Am I below him?
You can just yump up.
Do we have poly?
Yeah, I would say so.
Come on, just
Okay.
yump.
If I'm below him, can I like be like trying to help push him, but I'm just giving him guidance?
Sure. So roll with guidance.
It's just a D4.
4, yeah.
Just yump, Vivi.
So it's taking Dr. BB a little bit because his upper body is dragging an entire dead horse's weight, like literally. As you're scaling, I need you to roll a strength check to see if you can just muscle your way up this ladder.
Impossible. Vivi can't carry a horse.
If I feel like I'm falling, actually, I'll roll it. Strength. That's a 19.
Okay.
Wow.
So upper body strength paying off. You managed to climb up onto the deck of the airship, where a lot of people are scrambling, as there are about 18 Mindies currently firing at anything that's alive.
Is there any cover anywhere?
There is quite a bit of cover, as there's like pallets and storage things just kind of around on the top of this airship. There are poles. People are ducking for cover. A couple of them are firing bows, arrows, and whatever they have back at them, but they are basically Deckworth models. So people are finding there's a lot less dead people down here because they have a lot more open space to work with. But you guys all emerge to the top of the airship as this massacre is kind of taking place. With the controls no longer functioning, the Illithids are starting to pull the airship backwards at an alarming rate, even for the Illithids, as they are now trying to push it forward a little bit. It's doing a heavy strain on the airship. Let's see
are
how
up here.
people or Mindies.
Yeah, no, both.
10 Mindies currently active. 8 Mindies are inactive. And there are about 20 people working out here that are ducking away from the Mindies.
Not working anymore.
The airship begins to creak and groan with the strain of the Illithids kind of pushing it and pulling it in different directions, and you see paneling off the side starting to fly out towards the city below.
Should we follow the example and get the fuck out of here?
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break because I gotta pee.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
But also,
You guys can figure out what you're doing next.
if you press the
Sure.
red button, you don't press the green button afterwards.
Nah, dude, that was sick.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Green
I
needs
will-
to go.
They're not firing at just us. It's great.
That's true. But if you die, you die.
Usually,
Wait,
Emil likes to trick us with the buttons. So
so you just push them all. That's a good
Yeah.
answer. Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. What do you
So
mean?
do we use this time of distraction to just go for the people that we want now? That's the question.
Well, I don't know why we climbed all the way up.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I
we could
don't
have just
either.
jumped
We didn't
out
really get
on the
That's what
bottom
my
floor.
idea was.
Yeah.
We get the fuck out of there.
Hmm.
We stay. We rock this shit. You know, die and whatnot.
We're at the top though, so it's fine.
I mean, true, but
So we
they
can
stay.
fly like.
Yeah, we can just jump off.
So what I'm imagining is, so the captain's quarters is probably a couple levels above like the main deck,
how
or
much
one
bigger?
level above. I don't.
The captain's quarters. The guy said it was one, right? One above.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so
the
we could
normal.
probably it's probably like in its own little. Probably just fly over to it real quick. See if they're in there, but I don't. We could fight them while the Illithids are pulling the ship. I don't really know what the Illithids to be honest, but we could try to fight them there, or we can just get off the ship.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I mean, that's probably let the fucking machines knock them down a bit, and we can come and fuck them up later.
But like, what is the Illithid's goal? They're just pulling them back to the dock of the thing. Is that the?
They're keeping
I
them in
think-
place.
I feel like maybe we just crash the shit now.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, we can-
I was thinking about that. Can the Illithids do that? Can they control it? Just crash it into?
He made it sound like they could.
Okay. Maybe we do that, and we check out the wreckage to see if those people are still alive.
Yeah, they
Or
will
something.
be.
Something like that.
Surely they will be.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that'll destroy the control of all the Mindies.
Oh, it's destroyed.
Oh.
Like if the main that console that's controlling them is destroyed, maybe they're just offline.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see.
I don't mind that plan.
Yeah,
We just gotta get Nycian out of there. I don't know what Nycian.
he'll be fine.
Yeah, I was going to either sacrifice some animals or bones of the earth, but I can't bones on the earth on a fucking ship.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Were you
Oh,
muted?
good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Dad.
No. Can you hear me?
I got another ace with the Odin.
Are you playing Valorant right now?
No, earlier today. I also unlocked the gun buddy for my second account.
No,
so
he's doing it right now.
No, I'm not.
He's doing it. I'm watching him right now. He's fucking
No, you're
killing
not,
people.
because I'm in the living room
Classic.
getting a shirt for tomorrow.
You sure? That's not what your skill score is saying. What is that? 5-0? Oh, that's pretty good.
I believe it, dude.
I'm a
back.
I'm a boss at the game.
What game? This game?
Valorant.
Are you finally Valorant, David?
I might as well be. I go 30 and like every game now.
It's because we're not holding you back anymore.
Honestly, you guys do hold me back.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Every time I play with Noah, he flames, and then I do better than him.
Noah, comment?
It's just so blatantly false that I don't feel like I need to
What
comment.
So, the first 6 rounds, he'll be ahead of me. I'll be like 06, and then the next like 13 rounds, I'll just like skyrocket.
Noah, comment?
What are you talking
Same as my previous comment.
Really? Do you have evidence to back up your claim?
As a third party's bystander here, I have to comment that David only does well because he plays against baddies, and then when he plays with Noah, he gets
Actually,
smacked by a
I'm
decent
higher
player.
ranked than Noah.
Talking about Valorant?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't played.
I haven't played
Well,
this at one time I played with you guys.
The real game comes out in like 8 days.
Yeah, I don't understand. Because if I play with just David, he'll do pretty good sometimes. Most of the time, actually, I would say. But then, I guess that might be because I'm lower ranked, so it's putting lower rank.
Well, see, Noah's playstyle really conflicts with mine because he's what I call a sit behind with a camera cipher.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is I don't blindly push onto site.
No.
Yay.
My Odin is so good now. I really have peaked.
Alright, we're gonna have to play after this because I need to play.
We have to.
But I was able to get all 100k XP needed to get that gun buddy, so easy. They said it couldn't be done.
Nobody said it couldn't be done.
They said it couldn't be done.
Oh, no one said that.
I even want to. Okay, hold up. So I had a classic Valorant experience where it was 4v5 on my team. Had the 4. I had 32 kills, and the top guy on their team had 17, and we still lost.
Wait, how did you lose?
I would be the only person to get kills on my team, and then they would all die. I basically like kill 4 and then die, and then the one person would kill the rest. So
Oh my gosh.
I was so sad.
And did it say your ranking still went down?
Yep.
So stupid.
But we only it was 12 to 13, so we fought a good fight. All right, I'll turn my camera back on.
No, you can leave it off.
I actually prefer it that way.
I was walking around naked today.
Alright, that would have got me
As
banned.
one does.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wait. Can you say that one more time? Wait,
Oh, you
never
did.
mind. No, it did.
Yeah.
Do we get it in David out of context?
No.
No, that was in context.
Yeah,
In
I
the
don't
context
have
of him being naked.
No, I just made a very scuffed, peculiar meme for David. Just VV.
Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Let's see. Went house hunting yesterday. Visited a house.
Wow.
where at?
When's your episode gonna air?
I was curious. I was
Of
looking
House
at the.
Hunters.
I was trying to decide if the
Your
neighborhood was
episode of
safe.
House Hunters.
House
gonna
Hunters,
air.
Arkansas.
Yeah. I was trying to decide if the neighborhood was safe or not.
It's Arkansas. The answer is no.
Yeah, I was about to
What really led me to believe it was safe is three houses down from mine. The length of the house, there's a banner, and it hangs like off the front of the house, like over, I guess, the porch. And I'm talking, it is a 15-foot long banner, like a float. And it says in big it's a blue banner
Trump
and in big
2020?
letters. It says Trump
Hell
2020.
yeah, dude.
No more bullshit. And I go, what does that mean? But
It means exactly what it says, David.
They
What?
want a better president. They want to
No
do better
more
next
bullshit.
time.
And that's how I knew. This has to
This
be
is your
the
people?
safest.
Yeah,
No,
this is your people.
I go, wow. This they own guns. This must be safe, right?
Well, as long as you're not a
Yeah.
minority, yeah, probably.
It's fine.
Yeah, actually, though.
Too
You're
soon.
fine, David. You're probably fine.
Too soon.
I'd be careful though. David has a little bit of a Hispanic thing going on with his face.
Oh, it's like his beard. Yeah.
It might,
Be
it's a
careful,
little dark
David.
It's a little dark outside one night. They're like,
Yeah, don't tan.
he's trying to rob
Oh.
us.
Get a tan.
David with his 10 p.m. nachos.
I hate all of you.
The backyard even has a bridge, so I know it's safe. Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh boy.
I like the scene where the girl dies.
Same.
Jeez.
That's hot.
Okay. Sorry, I was eating some food too.
You're good.
I would have taken like
That's cool.
20 points of damage if I
We're
didn't
right
have resilient on dexterity this session.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you know, I would have taken like 0 points of damage if this didn't happen.
Also true.
Is everyone here?
I believe so.
I think so.
And are you here, brother?
Yeah.
All right then. So all of you are above on the on the deck of the ship. People are dying because all the mini models are currently firing in all directions. Nicean, you are invisible and you just watched the Mindys just slaughter everyone, and you kind of understand. Non-dynamic. That means they can't discern targets. Got it.
Huh.
As you kind of like scale back down to the floor, there's no one in this room anymore. The control console is bust. What would you like to do?
1 sec.
Yep. Tomorrow I am playing episode 2 of Coyote Canyon. If you guys would like to watch, if not, I understand completely.
Cool Potters.
What time?
Yeah, what's up?
It's at 6 p.m. my time, so that's 8 o'clock your guys' time.
Cool.
Okay, what's going on?
Coyote Canyon,
watch this
8
guy.
o'clock
We
tomorrow.
had a commercial while you were.
Okay.
And the podcast version does have monetized commercials, so if you guys listen to
Oh.
that, I get money.
Pog.
Kyle, go listen.
So Nicean, what are you doing?
Are there any other consoles in that room?
There are, but they do not look as imposing or important as the one that has been shot to smithereens.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just walk out.
Okay, still invisible, and
Yeah.
still with an absurd like stealth roll. You go through the double doors. Excuse me. Go through the double doors, and you see a lot of dead bodies just around the room. You do see Mav pushing the flank of Dr. Vivi, going up like a couple rungs of ladders. After Dr. Vivi deadlifts himself the rest of the way to the top, Mav just kind of floats up behind him.
I guess I'll follow.
Okay. You follow behind, and you are now all on deck seeing the massacre going on by the Mindy models.
Hey everyone, I took care of the crew.
What do you mean?
Saw that.
Let's-
Do you know what happened?
I thought a roll perception check.
Can do. My best skill eats 10.
With a 10, you look off to the starboard side of the ship and look up a little bit, and like a little tiny dot, pretty far away, you see your broom and a pair of legs just kind of dangling like this.
He's fine. Abandoned ship?
Yeah.
Abandoned ship.
Do we need to?
Well, what about the other guys that we came to hunt?
Squeak.
Well, hopefully they're hunted, and if they're not, then we can
Let's
come
crash this bad
back
boy.
once they have killed the robots.
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Jacoby, I swear to God, if you bite into that chip into your mic again,
Oh, got him.
No, Noah already kicked me once. He won't hesitate to do it.
I
to
don't
someone
understand though
else.
because Noah forgets to mute himself sometimes and
only
doesn't.
sometimes, and then I mute immediately after you let me know I'm unmuted.
Dang, that's crazy.
Okay, yeah,
Anyway.
let's we could we could come back or let this crash the thing, you know?
Yeah, let's just let it crash.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
lean up against the railing and then flip on over and
Nice.
Just fall.
out from my back will stretch two white wings.
You know,
What
I
the
forgot she
heck?
could do that.
What
Yeah, she's done this
Two
before.
Two-wing sprout from Othello's back.
I look at my wings very insecurely.
Wing
Pop up
jealousy.
my broom and leave.
Man, you have pussy wings.
She made it go back also.
I leave
I
crying.
don't think so.
I'm gonna kind of fall for a second, but then like, yeah, I'll go grab the guy on my broom.
As you start flying up to get the guy that has your
And I'm
broom.
gonna say my command word too, so it'll start coming back to me.
Okay. It begins to fall. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check to see if you can catch it.
Oh, I don't need to catch it. It'll just come back to me. No,
Oh,
like,
I see. Yeah,
it'll fly. Yeah.
Yeah, got
It
it.
doesn't fall. Yeah.
Yeah, it begins to fly back in your direction. As that's going on, what are the rest of you doing?
Heading
I'll just
off.
follow Othello's lead
I'm
and
jumping
jump
off.
the ship.
As you guys one by one jump off the side of the ship, you guys are floating. Are you guys floating downwards, or are you going up to meet Othello with the broom?
I just kind of want to like hover and watch what happens.
Okay.
I'm going with it though.
As you guys kind of hover off to the side of the ship, you watch as all the MIDI models stop firing.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
fast.
interesting.
Hey, we did it.
Mm, I'm not sure we did.
Wait, what do you mean? Did you start this nice again?
No.
All of their eyes gonna turn from a bright red to a bright yellow, and they are just kind of like in a stop position. All the workers start like picking themselves back up, and you see from the command deck as a door opens, and an elven man, middle-aged, walks out, currently holding some kind of like device in his hands. He's currently holding it with both hands, and he has a strange circlet around his head. And attached to the top of the circlet is some kind of black disc. You can't really tell from this distance what it is. And then behind him, another elderly man wearing the white dragon mask is next to him, wearing a heavy cloak around him.
Motherfucker.
As they're currently shouting something, but you guys are too far away.
Found our targets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we go back?
You see all of the Mindy models start to get to the edges of the airship. Their eyes turn red once again. And a strange set of lights just start issuing out from their eyes, scanning the area.
I'm going to do something probably a bit ill-advised.
Always.
I want the control device that guy has.
Okay.
And
Gonna say, all right, guys, it's go time. I'll start.
nice. Be careful.
I'm still invisible, aren't I? Actually,
Yeah, you actually are.
nice. Okay, I'm gonna fly above and then jump off when I'm above them.
Okay. You jump off as you're above them. You start moving down towards the guy holding the strange object in his hands. Go ahead and roll perception.
Sure. 28.
28. Within 28, you notice that the disc on his head isn't a disc. It's a mask.
I thought.
Oh, well, they're both here.
The quicker that you approach, you realize that the eyes on the top of the head are open and looking in your direction.
Well, in that case, I will summon Cathanar and fly back up.
Okay, so as you're dropping, you summon Cathanar.
Mm-hmm.
The bird kind of materializes in the space. You drop your invisibility. The moment you drop your invisibility, a gout of acid is going to shoot straight up in your direction. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Easy peasy.
21.
21. With the 21, you manage to pull Cathanar off to the side, do a barrel roll, and dodge the plume of acid that flies directly upwards. The acid falls back down and begins to singe a couple of holes onto the floor below. We have guests. Mercutio. Activate the mask. We'll need it against these strangers.
These strangers.
How far
Huh.
away are they from us?
Pretty far. The only one that got in close was Nessian. He's the only one that heard that.
Okay, okay.
Do I notice this is happening? Can I turn around, stop going towards my shitty room? I don't need that.
No, you've recovered the broom at this point. The guy's still dangling on the bottom of it.
That was quick. Okay, yeah, I'll just stuff them in my bag. It's fine.
God
Okay,
damn.
put the entire thing into your bag.
He's got time.
He's got like 2 minutes.
But at least no one will see.
I'll start flying back.
I'm gonna cast message to Django.
Okay.
Django, deploy as many Django bots as you can to our location. We're gonna need the backup.
All right. I only have 2 more charges of magic, so if we need to make a speedy getaway, we won't be able to once I release some of these Django bots.
Django wouldn't think about all that.
I don't think we need speed. Be all right. Send them.
All right. It'll take a few minutes for them to get there.
That's fine.
Sending. As off in the distance, something's happening that you guys wouldn't be able to see, hear, or know is happening.
Nice. That's how we like it.
You guys are still floating several, like 100 so feet away from the airship. What are you doing?
So we saw the acid shoot up and that kind of stuff.
You see Nessian reappear and is now on his raven.
Oh, okay. All right. So shall we?
I mean, is there anything we could do to make ourselves stronger right before? Oh wait.
Could've.
I'll symbiotic entity real quick. Transform.
We could, but I couldn't get the bowl done.
Hey DM, can I go ahead while I'm up in the air, just waiting? I'm going to apply that potion to one of my weapon, or to my weapon.
Got it.
Oh, wait.
Time to make duck sauce.
Yeah, I'm applying the duck potion to my weapon.
If I apply the potion to my weapon, does it get a permanent plus 8d8?
Nope, it's a potion. It's a single-use potion.
I will, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Got it.
Also, is this a real item now, or no?
It's not.
Oh.
I haven't made it.
Before we
That's okay.
begin combat, can I take a pee?
No.
No?
We already
Okay.
had a break, Jacoby.
That's okay. It's gonna take me a moment to
Did,
fill out the battlefield.
how useless that is. It's like saying, yeah, we stopped 10 minutes ago. Why did you say my bladder doesn't have a fucking time limit.
Well, you should be able to hold it for at
You
least
should have
an
done
hour.
it the first time. You always try, even if you don't think. That's the car. That's them car rules.
Yeah. You gotta force it out.
Yeah.
Kill it if you have to.
Bop, beep, boop.
Beep, boop, boop, bop, beep, boop, boop, bop. He did the mash.
Oh yeah, my bladder isn't a time locked safe. It goes off whenever.
Well, it should be.
I've trained my bladders for 20 years to go whenever I say
Graveyard
so.
Smash.
Mario.
Oh, a map.
Huh?
Huh?
It's a map.
It's the map.
It was the
Map,
monster map.
There's a map.
It's the map. It's the map. It's some crack.
Why are there these 2 cards, Darian, that you have? Get rid of them.
Huh?
Yeah.
How do I do so?
I don't know. They're annoying.
You
me.
delete.
Oh, you do have cards. So does Nacian.
So does Lycian. Yeah.
Nacian has spell.
Spell.
Up.
Spell.
That being said, I can't even see them.
Wait, what do I have?
Cards
You have like
currently.
spell cards.
The spell.
Y'all been hoarding cards, huh?
You can move them to the bottom of their thing if you want. Just right click it and choose bottom, and it puts it at the bottom.
Oh, you're at bottom. Okay.
If you want to get it out of your way.
Yeah.
Now, everything's harmony.
No.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was
I
a
have to
graveyard
The
smash.
monster mash.
Got a graveyard smash.
Crates.
Yes.
Huh? Oh. Okay. I like this battlefield.
There we go.
It's ready to be picked apart.
Who's the god of storage containers? Kratos.
Contain wars.
Alright, so everyone, we're fighting a guy in a white mask and a guy in a big robe.
We're fighting the white and black.
White
Yeah.
white mask
And
is
black,
in a big
sorry.
rope.
Got it.
Yeah, the white one has the big coat.
What?
The,
Oh,
the elven
is
guy
this
has
guy?
black.
Yeah, Elvin is black mask. He's real tall
Who
and
is this?
sprightly. Old man is white mask.
Isn't that the guy who just fucked us by freezing us in place?
I don't know
What?
if it's that guy.
No, this is the
Yeah, he had a red
the
mask.
vampire guy.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Huh?
I'm just using
No.
a similar token. It's a different person.
This
Yeah,
token is the
It just
vampire
looks like
guy.
he has a white mask
I
on.
think
that's
you're
black.
mixing your playthroughs. Man.
No.
But
no,
I think
no.
Black Mask guy is not the same as.
Like, yeah, I guess Red Mask is the one who fucked us.
This is
Oh,
what's his
yeah.
name, Blade Master.
Yeah, this is the guy that we killed or
He's-
fought an image
No,
of
he's-
in the Raven's Queen place.
Wait,
right?
I thought he said he
Oh,
was.
that too, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I remember. it from.
What he said? Mhm.
I was like, we've definitely.
I think it's
seen
the same
this guy.
token. I don't think it's the same
Right
guy.
back.
I think
Yeah,
we all
that's,
just.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the same guy.
Okay, and then I'm looking for a thingy. Give me a second.
He did the mash.
Monster Mash.
The mother
I should start
There you
organizing
go,
these.
Blade. That's his name. He's a piece of shit.
I mean, it's like, oh, never mind.
Oh,
I was about to
Dave
say, as
Craig.
long as there aren't pools of yellow.
I thought that we had already dealt with
He
this.
did the Dave.
They turned them off all onto
I will
neutral.
deal with this rebel scum myself.
Execute Order 66. Wait, that's what Nicene fucking did.
That's kind of true.
Did the monster Dave.
I'm almost done. Sorry, guys.
You Gucci. Like
Music,
socks.
hold on, I'm almost
Or
done. And then
slides.
20 more
It's
units.
blood-
I was like, I was going to build this beforehand, but then I'm like, "Ah, you guys could fight this fight in so many different places that
Yeah, we almost
building
did.
building that many would just be pointless. So
Oh.
I decided to just go on the fly.
Yeah, we definitely almost had it on the rooftop, so.
Exactly. So I just
Who the fuck just put a clapping noise?
Did the monster Dave.
Alright, to all my Avatar fans, I
What's
found a Facebook post that says bloodbending is better than the Force. Thoughts?
True.
Yeah, it
It can
had.
only be done on a full moon.
It
most-
actually
for
has
most
rules.
That's actually retarded. Oh, wait. Do you mean in, like, power? Which I always think is dumb.
to compare two different universes because their powers were built separate from each other.
This is
Yeah,
true,
you
but
can only bloodbend during a full moon, so.
But power-wise, the
use
Force is way
all the
fucking
time.
stronger.
no.
I think power-wise, the Force is also stronger.
Fuck the Force. The Force just
The
does
Force
whatever
doesn't
it
have
wants.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's
No,
better.
we can just heal. We can just heal body parts now using the Force.
Yeah, that's why it's better.
Yeah.
You see that
You
guy
can do
got his head
anything.
chopped off? No,
Well,
I got
no,
the Force.
Force healing has been a thing for a long time. and
Wait,
it's what
I have a
we've
question.
done.
That's true.
When Katara and Zuko went to find that guy and she was bloodbending him at first, was it a full moon then?
The Southern
we're,
Ravens.
we're supposed to assume that it is a full moon because they set up the boundaries of that.
Well, I thought
Okay,
the boundaries.
okay.
That lady
I'll
did
allow
it
it.
whenever though, didn't she?
There, no,
I
there,
thought
No, it was a full
there,
moon.
No,
There-
she did it. Go
She
ahead.
only did it on a full moon.
there are people. There are two people in Korra who can bloodbend without a full moon.
Yeah, and
I haven't seen that
that's
yet.
pertinent to their clan.
Yeah.
Well, and
No, that's
she
why
blood-
Korra sucks.
Is Korra
Korra's
worth
good.
watching?
Yes.
Yeah, of course worth
Or it
watching.
takes
It's not as
time.
good as it's not as good, but it's still fine.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Avatar though, they're like, oh, don't go into the woods at night. Like people just
No, on a
disappear.
on a full moon.
On
Yeah.
a
Did
full
they
moon.
only say on a full moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just watched it.
same.
They said it's. Yeah, I
That's
just
why
watched
I
it too.
think. That's why I think that you're wrong.
Time for the rewatch.
No, I just watched it.
I did as well.
Yeah,
I
they
just
said it's a
obviously
full moon
weren't paying
tonight. Don't
attention.
go into the woods.
Congratulations.
Well, I'm
Katara.
sorry for causing
Yeah,
this
I'm
fight.
betting now.
I absolutely
Well, I mean,
don't
the answer is
care.
the Force is stronger. Like,
I
that-
absolutely
it's not a
don't care.
contest.
Yeah.
But which is cooler? Bloodbending.
No, the
The
Force.
Force
Force
still.
also- but the Force has no
Nah,
boundaries.
Force is kind of lame.
The Force is if we need
The Force
Plot-
is lame because it doesn't have rules.
if we need
Bloodbending,
plot,
though.
Right,
The
and
Force
that's
is
why
plot.
it's bad because power without limitation doesn't make for
Yeah.
storytelling.
Dude,
Brandon
bloodbending,
Sanderson's
though-
rule number 2.
Yeah, I knew that Jake knew it. That's thank you, Jake.
Wait, I made up rule number 2, but I knew it was
Damn.
one of his rules.
It is one of his big three.
But
So that's why the
bloodbending could have
Force-
been so much more
What
like
are his rules, Andrew?
gruesome.
The show's rated TV 7.
I know. But you think about it, they just rip the blood out of people's.
I'm very much aware. I don't want to spoil Korra, but Korra explores that a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Katara.
Korra explores a lot of things, if you know.
Korra,
what I mean,
Korra's much more. Well, that's true, but Korra's a bit more violent.
yeah,
Okay.
but it doesn't hold the audience in view. Audience is fucking what the interest. That's why I stopped watching it.
I mean, I
No,
people
I was
like-
pretty interested with the
It
finale.
took
of
so
Korra.
fucking long
You
to
know
get
what I
anywhere.
mean, you know what I mean, boy.
Some
I don't
people
even wanna
like some people like Korra more than Avatar, from what I've seen on a lot of forums.
I think it
Yeah,
has
my
a
mom
lot
does,
of
and
a
she's
really
crazy.
it has a lot of really good merits.
I think they
That
just like it that
people-
it's
They
more
just like it
Often-
because it's newer.
No,
I think that and because it's more adult.
I don't know. I think
think
Korra
it's
has a lot of
fine.
really, really great stuff in it.
Korra
Anyways,
suffers from a lot
here-
of issues.
Yeah, here are the
The
laws.
only
of
thing I
magic.
didn't like Korra
Okay, yeah.
was that it was more futuristic.
That's
Korra's
fine.
biggest issue was that Nickelodeon
It's only
gave them one
70
season
years,
at a
though.
time,
Correct. Agree with that also.
and that's not.
Wait, what did Nickelodeon?
That doesn't matter
That's-
why. It still
Yeah.
hurts the show.
Yeah,
It does.
Korra. They
They kept
would only
having to
give
get
Korra
renewed.
one season at a time, so you can't do each season's.
Yeah,
It's
it had
out.
to be
It's not its own
self-encapsulating.
Because they didn't want to end it, or because they didn't know they were getting a new season, so they didn't want to end it and like not have an ending. So every season has an ending.
Which is why The Office was ballsy to never make any of their early seasons actually end on a finale note, because they were like, well, if you want to see what happens, you gotta
Old
give us
shows
a
used to
new
do that
season.
though.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
somewhat
I
common.
think
And I think
should've
Korra
done the
should have
same
done
thing.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Korra should have.
Like, if your show's good enough, you're gonna get renewed.
Nickelodeon's dumb.
No, that's dude. I've read some Nickelodeon horror
Wait,
stories.
Have you
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Bro,
seen
every
Netflix?
network has horror stories.
Disney's
surely.
dumb.
Yeah, but like Nickelodeon especially.
Yeah. Disney's
Mhm.
worse than Nickelodeon, hands down.
No, that dude had a
I'll
foot
agree
fetish,
to
though.
that. He did
Oh,
have a
that's
foot
true.
fetish.
Dan
Yeah,
Schneider,
Yeah, Dan.
bring all my bitches back.
Wait, so did they go into Avatar knowing it would just be 3 seasons?
Yeah, they got approved for 3 seasons, but Nick said that's it. Figure it out.
Okay, that's probably
Good show.
And it's
Worked
still
well
the
together.
best show of all time.
Worked well.
I
for
wouldn't
them.
go.
Austin says the
It's
comics
one
are
of the
really good.
show.
Yeah, I didn't read him. I saw some snippets of it.
Avatar, 3 seasons, better than Game of Thrones for 6.
Okay.
Game of Thrones
Yeah,
sucks.
I'll give it that.
Yeah,
Game of
Game
Thrones
of
Thrones
Thrones,
ruined
Game of Thrones
itself,
sucks
so-
because we can only think about it within the context of its
Isn't it
entirety.
great?
That's true.
Isn't it great, Jake, to have never watched it and never
No,
wasted
Jake
your
watched
time?
it. He was there for the finale.
Jake,
I
you
did
had-
watch the finale.
I
No,
know.
I've never watched it, Dave.
Oh, good. So
I
you didn't
watched the
waste your
finale
time.
and the
Good.
episode before, maybe.
So you
Yeah.
never
I
had to
wouldn't
waste
say it
your
was a waste of
time.
time. It still was a good show.
Yeah, I don't think the finale was too bad.
Do you have any desire to ever watch it ever again?
No.
I'm gonna watch up until the last season. I'm not gonna watch to stop
I
there.
don't know, dude.
I can't.
I don't
just
even
I
know.
can't. Yeah, I can't.
We cannot hear you, by the way, Emil. I assume that's what you're testing.
Jon Snow
Yeah,
was
you
one of
are.
my favorite characters of all time, and they ruined
Oh
him.
yeah. Yeah,
My
they-
My
queen!
queen.
My queen.
Literally ruined every character.
I don't want it.
What? I mean, I like that aspect about him, kinda.
So now I'll go back to Zuko. Favorite
Zuko.
character of all
Hey,
time.
We
Zuko
still
can-
can't hear you. I mean,
Hey,
like, who
Zuko
are you
here.
talking?
Zuko's voice
I
acting
don't
is
even see
amazing.
that.
Dante
Dante
Basco,
Basco.
dude.
Rufio.
American Dragon Jake
He is
Long.
Rufio.
It's my honor.
Is that like a mature Yu-Gi-Oh?
Your Zuko costume's great, but your scar's on the wrong side.
It's not on the
It's
wrong
on the
side.
right side.
Actually, it's on the left side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I think I have like 4 episodes.
Oh, hey.
You guys hear me?
Aren't you?
Yes.
Aren't you the Avatar's
That
girl?
was weird.
Why is that the only episode you quote?
Because it's
That's-
the best
that's the
episode.
best.
It really is the most quotable episode, I feel like.
I've been sitting over here like saying, "You guys ready to go?" You guys kept talking over me like, "What's going
Yeah,
on?"
we're gonna
Avatar state.
No.
Yep, yep.
We couldn't hear you.
That was weird. My mic just disconnected. It's
Oh.
probably from when it fell.
I like
I'll-
how
I'll fix it later.
yeah, the Fire Lord is clearly evil in that play, and they still are cheering.
Well, yeah,
You guys ready?
That's Mark Hamill.
Yes.
No, well, not. I'm talking about the play part.
We're
No, yeah,
ready.
I know.
Okay.
Mark Hamill plays Ozai.
Yeah, he is.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
That's
He's like
Luke, right?
in every. He's just a big.
Yeah. Mark is
Voice
one
actor.
of the best
Yeah,
voice
big voice
actors.
actor.
Yeah,
Best
all right,
Joker.
let's get started.
Best joke.
So, you guys are still kind of floating outside of the ship, and you watch as both Almar and Mercutio are currently Almar's hitting some buttons on the strange little console as all of the Mindy units are moving to the edges of the map.
Beep, boop, beep,
Just getting some good coverage.
beep, beep.
Where's that one song that goes beep beep boop bop beep?
Beep boop boop bop boop 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 beep beep boop.
And as he does that, he's hitting a couple of other things on the map, and you see from these 2 yellow spaces here, 2 large boxes just start to emerge from the holes from below.
This is gonna be a wild ride.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
You see Mercutio starting to move towards this box on the side.
as
Yes.
soon as, are we within 120 feet yet?
Well, you guys haven't told me if you're moving or not.
Oh, we fly forward.
Sure.
Tough. Speak for yourself.
What's what's total movement?
60.
120
Yeah,
feet, I
120.
guess.
Oh, as soon as they start splitting up, I'm still like kind of above the ship. I would be going for the elf guy.
Okay, go for it.
Oh.
So you start dashing in the direction using your giant raven to move in the direction of Almar, who is still pushing on some buttons. The boxes are starting to emerge from the hold. What are you doing? I'm gonna put your token over here
Oh, me specifically?
Yeah.
You're the closest.
because you said you were gonna do something.
Yeah. I'm
I'll put you there.
I want to get to here.
Okay.
I'm going to use my reaction to use my Raven Anchor to pull the device to me.
Sure. So go ahead and roll to hit for the device. I'm going to use his Dex mod to see if he can evade.
28.
So
That's
it's
a lot
a
of action.
plus 4,
Kind of.
and then I'm going to
Oh.
use.
Okay.
You could probably go for.
Is this? Okay, it's not.
I'm going to use support a Moril on it. So give me a second. Okay. So you throw the anchor in the direction of the device, and as it's about to hit, you see that the black dragon mask over on his head slides down onto his face, and it adheres to the edges of his face entirely. He tries to, now with his augmented speed, to move it out of the way. You still hit it.
Nice. And then I'll pull it back to me.
Yeah, you pull the device out of his hand.
All
It
right.
is now. It's now in your hand.
And I will run and jump off the ship.
Okay. As you're running and jumping off his ship, he's gonna go over here to the boxes that are still right. At this point, you guys would be within 100 feet.
I want to use my Wand of Wonder.
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so I just gotta roll, but I gotta choose where. So I'm going for this white person.
Whoa.
Okay.
What was?
Whoa,
Oh.
okay.
I just
Jump
roll
2020. No more BS.
I'll roll a
DS.
D100 real quick.
Please do.
And then I'm going to wrap back around to the team.
That would be a. Oh, I cast invisibility on myself. Woo!
So as you point the Wand of Wonders in the direction of the
Eat
QCO,
slugs.
you turn invisible.
Dr. V is like, nothing's changed.
His wand has tape over it. It's broken.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. That's it.
The two cases make it to the top of this platform, and they cut. You hear a and they split open. And inside are very large-looking Deckryths.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Their backs are kind of like opened, and both of them jump into their respective Deckryth.
It's fucking Borderlands 3 all over
Figured.
again.
Oh god, this is Titanfall. Oh, what?
Oh my god.
Oh.
I don't appreciate that.
Code Geass all over.
Yeah,
That's
this is
like
Code
Mecha
Geass,
Assault.
You wake up to that thing
Titanfall.
staring into your
Can
eye.
I look at the device I stole? I want to see if I can figure out what it does.
All right, so you look at the device that is in your hands, and it is turned off.
Got him. He took
What
the
is it,
batteries
though?
out.
Good wreck.
The device looks like a handheld console of some kind. It has a strange-looking twirly antenna on the top piece.
Your fingers.
And you see on there's a bar on the top that has a few runes inscribed on top of it. So go ahead and roll intelligence to see if you understand what it says.
10.
With a 10, it is in a strange form of common, but it kind of translates to need circlet to activate.
Damn.
Got him.
But you have the controlling device.
True.
At the moment, all of these don't have any commands, so all these little ones.
I'll put it in my bag.
Right, you stuff it in your bag. As you're kind of coasting to the rest of the group, you've made it near enough to the ship to get your tokens placed somewhere.
That shit.
I'm invisible now, so.
But you're still physically there.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I was thinking
Should
Yeah.
I make my
Ish.
token invisible?
sorry. I was thinking out loud. I'm sorry.
David's been mouthing off tonight. Jesus.
So you see both of the Mega Forged grow, like stand up to their full height, and their eyes begin to glow green as both of them are now active. They turn in your guys' directions, ready for a fight. So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Wow, what the fuck? We're back on this pony.
What is your number?
Damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna say I'm so fast on him last.
Wait, what's your number? 0.77.
The fuck? How do you get 0.77?
I don't know. I'm just putting random ass numbers. What the fuck are you doing? What do you mean?
It's your dex. It's your total
Yeah, it's
dex.
the dex tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
0.70.
I don't know what the fuck am I
I
doing.
I accidentally typed 0.33. Come on, so that might have been another thing that Cam was like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck, guys?
We've never done that.
We have.
We have been
Y'all
for a
been,
little
okay, you did
while.
it once, I guess.
We've done it
No, I
for
wasn't there.
3 sessions in a row now.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that.
This is the third in a row. Yeah.
Yeah. We've been
So
over.
you're here for
We
one.
did not talk about it before.
We
I know that much.
did.
No.
We talked about
Not with me.
modifiers at first, but
We do.
Yeah, I'm just doing the one that Roll20 has built in. So.
Same. It's just it's your normal dex.
As you guys begin to, as you guys get onto the ship,
11?
as you guys get onto the ship proper, you see that both of the Mega Forged, the energy that's pulsing from the interior, the one that Almar jumped into is now pulsing a strange black energy, and there's a crackling of acid that's kind of like dripping from the mouth portion.
That's hot.
The one that Mercutio climbed into is now breaking with ice at the joints, and its armor gets an overcoat of ice encasing on it, as it's also steaming from different joints and portions of the armor.
Can you put the colors on them, like with the little
Thank you, dude.
modifier?
Sure.
I was gonna say
That
the
way,
same thing.
like one is like black and one is white.
I actually don't have black and white as tokens I
Okay.
can put on there.
Green
So,
and blue.
I'm gonna make red and blue.
Oh.
Is that good?
That's fine. Yep.
Good enough. Good enough.
Red
Actually,
is-
green,
Red's black, blue's white.
green makes more sense. There we go.
Yeah. Green
Nope.
is acid, or
Yeah.
green's the black dragon and blue's the ice. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
Just was helping out. Thank you.
No, we're trying to figure out which one to discriminate against.
No
Um,
more BS.
So Athila, as you coast, as you float in with your wings and land onto the airship, what are you doing?
You know, I'm kind of far away, I would think. Yeah. Bit of a yikes. Bit of a yikes. I think we're gonna start with an investiture of ice. So, I'll cast a spell, and my body will become covered in ice. And I guess as a bonus action, I should have done this earlier. I'll drink a health potion.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to give yourself a healing potion.
What is it? Is it +2 or +4?
It's a +2. If it's a
Okay.
basic.
I'll get
Healing
8 points back. And I'll start walking this way towards Iceman Steve. Not very far, but or I guess I'll fly. May as well fly, right?
Yeah, you do have your wings.
And I'll pass.
Okay. Give me a second. So, as you move in that direction, Mav, what are you doing?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna start shooting at green mask or black guy.
Whoa.
What's wrong with
Flash. At the guy with the black dragon mask. Got it.
Yeah, black guy.
I
Uh,
stop it.
And also, the area around me in 10 feet is covered in ice and is difficult terrain for creatures other than me.
Yeah.
Got it.
that.
Okay, I have 3 attacks now, so I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, go for it.
Plus.
Losing their shit.
Okay, so 20, 32, 23, and 30.
All hit. Roll damage.
Awesome. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting to do that. Oh well. On. Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna infuse all my 5 charges to do 10d6 extra radiant damage.
Sounds good.
Okay. I think this. I am also going to use my last arcane shot for a bursting arrow. And then it does
Oh, actually,
an extra 2d6 force damage to
Uh,
the target and targets within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
you should actually have all of your arcade shots. What you
Oh.
don't have, sorry, I should have sent this to you. You're
Oh,
missing
okay. What
2
do I not?
level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
When did we short rest? We didn't short rest before this, right?
You should
Yeah,
get
we
short
did.
rested at the end of the
Oh,
last
so I
session.
have action
Oh,
surge.
we
Okay.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
I was
okay.
going
Oh
on.
no, I cast a spell during it. So yeah, you have action surge. What is this?
I have second one.
War
Sorry.
priest.
War Priest is a long rest.
You've
Okay.
used 1 war priest, so you should have 1 still.
Okay.
And when we short rested, I didn't roll you hit dice. But
It's fine.
you probably would have. You're missing 56 health.
Oh,
Yeah.
below what I had?
Yeah. Well, no, below your total.
Yeah, that's lower than what I was at when I started.
Right. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll the hit dice for that if you want to.
Okay.
We should have done this at the beginning.
Yeah, I should have done it. That's my bad. I
Okay.
totally forgot we even short rested since I cast a spell the whole time.
50. I'll roll 6 of these here. Just be careful. Okay, so I
So you're
would
missing 9.
9, and then I took 8 earlier, so. $17. Okay. Okay, so I hit 3 times. What was I doing? Oh, I infused it, 5 charges, and then I did arcane shot. Let me roll. I'll do the. Six. Six. Okay, I think that's right. What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Alright, so it's the middle one, the 10d6 is radiant damage from
Got it.
my weapon, and then the 4 at the end is from bursting arrow, so that's force damage, and then I think this one is within 10 feet of it, so it would also take force damage, 4.
Got it.
Not much, but oh, I have one more attack off of Dread Ambusher.
How much force damage would this one take?
Just 4.
Okay.
I have my Dread Ambusher attack as well. Sorry, I'm not. This is our first time attacking.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Didn't you already roll 3 attacks?
I rolled 3. I can attack 3 times, and then I get my Dread Ambusher attack.
Oh wait, you can attack
No,
3 times
no,
and
you
you get
can't.
Dread Ambusher?
Or Cam, how many levels of fighter are you?
I have attacks per action 3.
Oh, yeah, you are level
I'm
11.
11 fighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Nice.
So that hits. So that's
Yeah.
2d8. So that's 21 damage on that arrow.
All right, 1 second.
Probably gonna action surge also.
May as well.
Unload,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm
Just
really
keep
just gonna
going.
unload.
Yeah, just instant.
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge. I'll shoot 4 this time because obviously I'll beat.
You guys watch as Mav notches 3 arrows in a single bow pull and fires all 3 simultaneously into the form of the Mega Forged. As it lands, you see them burst on the interior, and a strange acidic flow starts to pour from the metal joints in the Mega Forge. That hurt.
Nice. I'm action surging and I'm attacking the same one.
Go for it.
Good. Christ.
Not as good on these. So 20 is low.
Miss.
The low one. 22 would be the next.
3.
Just hits.
Yikes.
Yeah, 23. 23 would be the next. And then so 3 hit. The last one would be the Dread Ambusher. Okay, so that is 38 plus 3. So that's 43 damage on those 3.
Very nice.
Alright, I think that's all I get. I'm gonna move
Which one did you hit?
that guy.
Alright.
Okay.
As the second volley of arrows fires almost immediately after the initial hit, with a flash of divine energy that bursts in the center, 3 more arrows pump into its middle, and even more gouts of acid begin to flow from it. That hurt. That was painful.
Okay, then I'll move. I'm gonna move to there. 40 movement there, and I'll pass.
Okay.
It's Darian's turn.
Yeah,
it's
you
out of
gotta
order.
rearrange us a little bit.
Oh, my bad. There you go.
Alright. I will fly up, drop off my broom, and then I will take my first attack at it.
Go for it.
Aha.
Well, actually, at the end of Mav's turn,
Legendary action, boys.
it's going to use one of its legendary actions.
Class.
Let me roll some stuff real quick. Four. Okay. D20 plus 8. Okay, and then a D100. Okay, we're good. So, it's going to use acidic bubble. How did you get such a perfect little circle around yourself?
It's under the cog, and then it's just an aura.
Yeah,
Oh, an aura. That's actually a lot smarter.
they're very nice.
I'm going to do that instead.
Oh, what is this whirlpool on, man? Why is it here?
Where are you?
The whirlpool on my player.
No one knows.
I need to
Probably
remove
on
that. I
accident.
think I can remove that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, you could.
I don't even see you. Oh, there you are.
Oh, what the fuck?
Turn over
Oh,
these blocks.
that's you.
No!
As from different portions of it, it kind of like clicks open, and it just emits a bout of fog around its form. Anything that the fog touches starts to crumble immediately. Dr. Beebe, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got you, buddy.
How'd you do that again? No fun.
That's an 11. I have advantage
click on-
on a racial thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's a failure.
I bet it is.
You take
Yeah, there it is.
29 points of acid damage.
Acid, not poison.
No,
Peculiar!
Poison.
that's the green mask, which you guys have in your hold.
Oh, I can't.
Peculiar.
Yeah, you should know.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Peculiar.
You've worn the mask.
Vomited on me.
Yeah, this is your boy.
Dr.
This
Beebe,
is your boy.
I need you to also make a wisdom saving throw.
Your brother.
Oh, good.
27.
27. You're beginning to feel your left arm go numb.
Hey, your boy.
It's your boy.
No, he's having a heart attack.
What about
guys.
his left hoofs?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's
They're
just
fine.
left hoof now, dude.
They're fine. Dr. Beebe didn't cut those off.
True.
So, Darian, it's your turn.
Alright, I don't give a shit about this pussy aura. Pussies.
All right, the moment you enter it, I need you to make Constitution saving throw.
Give it 3D 100.
That will be 29.
Nice.
29. Cool. So you save, so you take half.
Okay.
You take 16 points of acid damage. Anything that is non-magical on you is beginning to corrode,
Pretty much everything that I use commonly is magical, but
including your backpack
that one
Your-
is not.
and your gold inside the backpack.
Nah, gold schmold.
Yeah, gold schmold. We don't
Magic, schmagic.
Okay.
Alright.
When I say everything that's on you begins to corrode, I mean everything. You too,
Your
you too,
pants.
Dr. Beebe.
You have magic pants, huh?
My
Magic
Yeah.
underwear?
Your
I
hair.
doubt it.
16. That doesn't hit. Bam, 31.
Hits.
All right. It is Oh, sorry.
You said that your first one missed.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. And that's the potion damage.
Potion
Scott.
damage.
23 plus 39.
The strongest potions.
23 plus 39 is
62.
62. Very nice.
We're
Darian's
having this
been a
guy up
paladin
there.
for 8 levels.
Did you say
Yes,
33
incredible.
plus 39?
Incredible.
And then I will actions.
But actually, he is since you missed, he's going to use one of his superiority dice
Motherfucker.
to attack you back.
Hey, that's my thing.
You can't do that.
Oh.
I'm Darian, the superiority and depression guy.
Yeah.
Does a 27 hit?
My depression is better than
Unfortunate,
yours.
yes.
Okay. His entire fist is going to land on you, and it's going to fire a bolt.
His entire
Oh
fist,
my
he said.
God.
So you're going to take.
He said his entire fist there. How big is his fist?
It's big enough. Don't worry.
Big, as big
Oh.
as Darian.
I want to know if he's getting tight and
Gosh, hold on.
crushed.
I really should have made a character sheet.
It's
It
like
would have been a
Totem
lot
King.
easier than
Guilty
typing everything
gear,
out.
dude.
Give me
At
one
least
moment.
that one person from Boku no Hero who just has a big ass fist.
Come on.
He's Choji, dude.
Show me his rule. You called him Fat Darren. That's what happened.
Did.
Darian, how
Prepare
would
for
you
the red
creatively?
chili
You said,
powder.
you said he has
ball.
a pussy aura.
Pussy or-
Darian was drawn to his pussy aura.
They all thought back to 30 minutes ago when he said, "I respect a man trying to make a family."
You take. Oh my gosh.
Don't tell me the
He
number.
thrust it into the large man. Narrowly missed it.
No.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you take 6 points of force damage
Okay.
Pussy
That's
energy now, baby.
for a total of 25 points of damage.
Alright, that's not that bad. That's not that bad.
From
Things you should never say after the DM hits you.
Yes.
from a single blow.
From a single
Alright.
blow.
Yeah, let's see how much my single blow did. Pussy.
The muscular man replies with a vigorous fisting.
All right, next attack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's wild. I also have that move.
I'm creatively writing right now, Zand. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna fainting strike him, so this comes out to be an advantage. A 30.
That hits. Roll damage.
Hey, that's crazy, dude.
Daring your
What?
superiority is showing.
Watch this.
31 points. Got it.
So that's 93 total. Nice.
No?
And
Kinda low,
last
kinda
attack
low.
coming
That's
out.
kinda what I did.
All right. Second level divine smite.
Oh god. Okay.
Go for it.
Don't you don't you have to call that beforehand?
No, you
No.
did not.
Nope,
did
nope, no,
not.
you don't.
Okay.
That's the beauty of
I
it.
thought
Yeah.
we talked about that before.
No.
I mean, some things you do, some things you don't.
94 points of
Oh,
damage.
my God.
187 damage. Wow.
That's
As you strike in, you watch as the acidic metal armor peels off, revealing a strange mixture of heavy metals.
Oh,
And-
sorry, Emil. Another 7. On
Wait,
that.
you added it.
Oh, I
didn't
did.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just keep it all in, yeah.
a strange mixture of heavy metals and like sinuous tissue that is pulsing with a strange black musculature. Looks like the dragon mask has fused with the interior of the armor, but it does look very similar to the duodrone
I was
type
gonna
of
say, you
technology
told
that
me.
you've seen before.
My
Sick.
God damn it.
As you have allowed it to ascend to its second form by destroying its outer shell.
I have
Don't
ascended
do that.
Hey, we
mortal.
did it, Darian!
I have ascended mortal. Fuck you.
Alright, well, we did break it in 2 turns, which is much better than
It's
last
pretty sick,
time.
dude.
You've released more of the big pussy energy, Darian.
Yeah.
I
Really
think
did.
we're overusing that word a little
It's
bit.
I think so.
overflowing.
All right,
Oh,
anything
God.
else?
Do any of these happen to be undead? Okay, then... Nope,
Question.
that's it.
Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, good.
To tongue kiss you.
Oh.
I don't want that.
It's strokes.
Oh.
Your consent is not required.
Yep.
You
Only
have
your
0
superiority.
seconds to fly.
Your resistance is futile.
Sorry, I'm looking up my notes.
How much damage a tongue kiss does?
Okay.
How much lick damage is it?
I'm actually going to roll for this. Give me a second. D6.
Darian can't be mind controlled anymore?
6. Got it.
We'll find out.
It's going to use a mechanical attack.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be
Beep, bop, boop.
You're going to see the outer casings that are still connected to it move in such a way to make a strange, like, dual shield looking thing. It's going to close and begin to rev like a giant wheel. I need you to make a dexterity saving.
Those are my least favorite.
Okay, you have an aura.
It has the best dice.
Oh,
Like I said, he has the
Poggers.
best dice.
You dodge out of the way, unfortunately.
Fucker.
Unfortunately, you're gay.
You've awakened, Darian.
That's why he didn't care about that aura.
Oh,
It's
that's
going
odd.
to rush into this space, and it's going to bring its acidic gas with it. I need Nicaean, Sylvanas, Mav, and Athela to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh! Does Dr. V's arm feel better once it leaves?
Yes.
Classic baby.
God damn it, baby.
We only took a short rest before, not a long rest, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Oh yeah, buddy.
I do not have Indomitable, unfortunately.
All right. Anyone that saved, the save is 16.
Mm,
Hey, we did it.
Anyone that saved takes half. So a total of 27 points of acid damage.
Holy.
we said
Alright.
27
Oh, whoops.
points.
27 total.
I'm just gonna go ahead and absorb elements.
Oh no, I don't need
Dodge.
that.
And
That seems kind of a lot. But
at the end of Darian's turn, this one is also going to take a legendary reaction.
No.
Classic.
It's going to lock its legs onto the ground using ice. It's going to bend its mouth down towards where Darian is standing. Well, Darian and Dr. Vivi are standing. And it's going to fire a very powerful bolt of ice.
Ice beam.
It's gonna hit this Dekrith too, correct?
I don't think they care at this point.
90
That's
base
fine.
power.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit that Deckers too. It's just gonna be it's gonna be Darian and that Mindy model. I need both of you to roll dexterity saving throw.
Oh. So
Not
not me?
no, not Dr. Vivi. It's a line of 5 feet.
Oh,
Excellent.
perfect.
Dab on him.
All right,
Dab on him.
watch this epic roll.
Oh, pretty epic.
Dude,
20.
my digital dice on fire.
Yeah, what the heck?
All right, so you take half damage, but you don't suffer its effect.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, jeez, that's pretty bad. You take 9 points of ice damage.
Is that the
Oh,
half
geez,
number or the
right.
whole number?
That is the whole number.
Okay, so I take. I
Four.
will, from this point on, I will always assume you're telling me the whole number. Because I think I
Yeah.
took whole damage earlier, but it doesn't matter that much.
And you are not paralyzed.
Oh, that's good.
All right, that's the end of their legendary actions. Dr. Vivi, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna conjure an elemental.
Oh.
What kind?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna a fire elemental.
Ayo, that's what I was gonna say.
Where?
Right. Sorry, I had the wrong thing. Right here.
Got it.
Already had the token.
Bubba.
And with the fire elemental. That's my turn. That's my action. So then I'm gonna move. Oh no. Is this all of this? Is there's anywhere outside the square is like air, right?
Yeah. Also,
Alright.
you can move around that elemental. You should be able to.
Am I still on my broom? I thought I would be.
I believe so. Why?
Alright, then I'm flying around this Decorith to come over here, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20. I can get right here.
So at the moment, none of the Decriths are active. Nycian took the
Oh,
control
that's
console.
right. Then yeah. I'm definitely just popping over right here. Pop.
Okay.
As hopefully my guy does some work. Alright, so the fire elemental's turn is now, right? I don't roll.
It's on your turn, I believe.
Yeah. So he's just gonna take the multi-attack, 2 touch attacks, which
Okay.
is that's an 18 and a 10. They don't hit, but that's okay.
As
they don't...
the fire elemental starts swinging into the space of the Mega Forge, you see the ice is currently protecting the interior.
That's fine. The fire elemental is going to move into its space, which it can do.
Okay.
And at the start of each of its turns, it's going to take damage. And it could catch on fire if it's flammable. So I doubt it because it's metal, but hey.
Yeah,
All right.
everything's worth a shot.
Alright, that's it. That's the turn.
Okay. So next up, it's the Mega Forged. It's going to immediately take damage from this one up here. Is going to immediately take damage from the fire. So go ahead.
I'll roll that. It's just the D10. 10 points of damage.
Oh,
Very nice. So I'm going to move this so I can actually apply
Yeah,
stuff.
of course.
Okay. And then this one up here is going to. I could have been. I'm gonna roll. Okay. It's going to aim downwards towards where Athela and Mav are, and it's going to do the same thing. Oh, actually, can it? Let me double check. Nope, that's a legendary action. So instead, I'm going to. I could do that.
But you don't have to.
With an action, it's going to peel off its exterior armor.
Ooh.
Okay.
Reveal its shitty mask.
To show its like musculature on the interior.
Its muscle structure.
And it's also going to go ahead and vamp out. Thank you, that's what I'd say. Oh, that's not the right token. That is that guy. That's what I get for putting him right on top. Ah, gosh dang it. 3. Alright, there you go. I'll just put him there. It's going to use its bonus action to release an aura, which it can do on its turn as a bonus action. And you're going to see a bunch of strange tendrils starting to rise out of this, like the skin of its form, as the front face placard that you recognize to be something akin to what Dekrith has on his face is starting to look more draconic. This one down here is in a pickle. It's taking a ton of damage. So it is going to...
Before it does that, I'm going to use my reaction
to
move myself right there.
Okay, sounds good.
Right here.
Interesting.
Julia.
All right, as a bonus action, it's going to turn into acidic vapor form. In doing so, it drops this.
Farewell, coronavirus.
As you see, it's become a globule of this acid gas, and it's going to start moving. 60, 65, 75.
We gotta combine.
Good lord. They're gonna combine?
Megazord!
They're gonna combine?
Here, and I'm going to roll to see if they're able to combine.
Fusion! Ah!
Yay!
You.
No!
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Probably don't, but I got this.
If it touches the fire elemental while combining, it takes damage.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Give me a second.
Wouldn't they be morphing inside of the fire elemental?
Come on.
Jacoby, don't give him ideas.
Well put, little brother.
Oh, true. Yeah, true. Definitely true.
Did you call me little brother?
Okay.
They're gonna combine.
They're morphing.
Oh, jeez. It's too big for the picture frame. That's okay.
Mighty Morphin time.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's a fucking Megazord
Excuse
dragon!
me,
Oh!
motherfucker.
They're gonna combine? They're gonna combine!
Why?
As you see the head of this metallic and like half metallic, half biomechanical dragon is altering between completely stark black to a strange zebra stripe white as the two dragon masks are fighting to maintain control over their respective entity.
Can I put in a complaint to HR?
Let me drop this real quick before I go crazy. There we go.
I'm filing a complaint.
All right.
Did we get a change in battle music?
I agree.
Can you get some more
Something-
fuck you up battle music?
Yeah, something more intense.
Yeah, something like near Automata.
Yeah, the final battle type music.
Oh,
Wanna combine?
all right, so I'm gonna give this guy a turn order.
Actually, some Dragon Age Inquisition.
Not great. That was actually the worst thing. That was a pretty bad roll.
Healing gains 500 points of health instead of 10,000.
Okay, it's in the turn order. Next up, I see.
Well, I guess I'll bonus action activate my gloves.
Okay.
Then I'll just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I don't know if I'm in range.
You're in range. You're touching
Yes, you are touching it.
Okay. Let's do it. The fire elemental somewhere over there. I don't know if I'm flanking.
I'm sorry. Is this actually how big this thing is?
Yes.
Hey, that's
Oh my
65 feet
God.
across. I'm pretty sure 65.
What the fuck would you
Yeah.
do that?
25,
25 does hit.
31.
Very nice. 1 second. Let me put. I need to do some more math here.
Oh, it's 5 feet tall.
Oh, okay, perfect. So the type.
It's a
So the
foot tall.
hypotenuse really isn't that far. Great, thanks, Jake.
It's like the opposite of Darien, dude.
It's just real fucking tall.
It's just
No,
a pancake.
No, it's Mega Darian.
It's a-
Mega
big.
Darian.
No, because
Darien.
Darian's a perfect cube.
God.
It's about 35 feet tall.
Oh my God.
35 inches tall.
No, no,
I
no,
did
no.
54 damage, by the way.
Oh,
Got it.
Othello, you know what it's time for. Giga Darian.
As you fly over to its location, you start raking the Raven's anchor across it. The Raven's anchor cuts through a lot of the metal shards, and underneath it reveals a strange, incompatible, ice cold dragon scales mixed in with these acidic dragon scales that are kind of intermixing on the interior, fighting for control of this strange conjoined form. You dealt a pretty good amount of damage there.
That is my turn.
Okay. The Mindies are inactive, so Savannah, this is your turn.
sick.
I have two things I can do. I'm just gonna do one.
Samantha.
60 feet of movement with the broom. And okay, I need to know since I got this a long time ago. How much range does the orb of Dragon Breath have, and what's the cone?
What was that?
The
What's
orb.
it?
Orb of Dragon.
Yeah,
I have.
the range and the cone.
1 second. I'm trying to find what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
We
I
got
know
it.
what you're
We
talking
got it a
about.
while back. I think.
Yeah, I
I
remember you
have-
getting that orb.
Yeah, I got two of them. I gave one to Nycian, and I have one.
Equipment.
I know what you're talking about.
Orb of Dragon's Breath. Oh, I see what you're talking about. The Orb of Dragon's Breath is not. It's a it kind of works like a magic missile, where you need to make the person needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Wait,
Wait,
it's
wait,
not
wait,
like
wait,
magic
Wait,
missile.
yeah,
Wait. It says here +7 to hit.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
This is what's in.
Yeah,
my...
it's just an attack roll on a single creature.
Oh yeah, I was wondering how far it went. Far in the cone.
That's fine. Just hit
It's-
it.
All right.
It's literally a bolt of energy that hits
Yeah,
a
Alright,
creature.
I,
It's
I
not.
just as long as I don't hit Nycian, it's cool.
It deals
you'll be good.
it deals the damage of a dragon's breath, but it only hits a single creature.
Okay. Let's swear to God, you better fucking do it. Hey!
That hits. Roll damage.
Wowza.
Oh, wait, let's go.
12d8, not bad. A lot of
And
nat
then-
20s for us tonight.
And then go ahead and roll d6 for me also.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't add to this.
Oh no, you
What
added
is
it to
wrong
me.
with you? My crits do half the damage. What are you doing?
What do you mean? You just doubled it.
It's 68.
You roll 6d8.
60. Yep, you're right.
Okay, just
you-
quadruple. it,
12
dude.
D8.
Honestly, just quadruple. it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quadruple that
Yeah.
number. That's way better.
Okay, roll 3 more d8, right?
That's okay.
Yes.
Roll-
What are you
Shake
doing?
my head. But no,
What are you
I'm
doing?
I'm so confused.
Holy-
You said roll
Okay.
3 more d.
No.
8 plus 18.
Okay, just roll 12d8.
All right, it's
No,
26.
That's what that
52
is.
damage.
Then.
52 damage.
Thank you.
52 damage.
Now roll a d6 for me. Just
The
one.
D6 is a
You did
3.
roll a 3.
Jesus.
It's a 3,
Y'all
thank
said
you.
Roll
Yes.
3 more d8s. Okay.
No. Just 3d8 once.
Wait.
Okay.
No,
Oh wait, no, I
wait.
missed it.
So, if
That amount was
the
not right.
single
Yeah, you're right.
single d6 is a 3, then the bolt lands like a lightning breath.
Okay, it's
31,
actually
so it's
62
62.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. 62 points
This is
of
an 18
lightning
times
damage.
4.
As the bolt strikes into its form, it explodes out a giant chunk of metal, exposing. You see on the interior now the like a little dangling neck and head of one of the guys wearing the dragon masks.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Heyo.
Good to see you're doing okay.
Oh no, I'm yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Next up
Okay.
is Athela.
Me personally,
up.
we're going 30 feet. Oh, 30 feet's really far. We're going 30 feet. As an action, I'm going to extend my hand, and a cone of ice will fire upon the dragon. I need a con 17.
Just a choice.
What's the spell?
It's not a spell.
What is it?
Well, it does come from a spell. It's from the investiture of ice.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
But it is an
It's
ice
cold
attack.
damage. Yep, cold
Got
damage.
it. What was it? I'm making a con save.
Con
17.
Rolling dice. Rolled a 19.
Nice. So then you'll take half of this and then half of it again, probably, since it's half ice.
Most likely.
So probably 2 damage.
All right. As the ice falls onto the form, you see that the head of Mercutio that's currently on the exterior, instead of the ice hitting the dragon form, it just kind of absorbs into the mask.
Oh, just gonna eat it up, huh? Fine.
Nom.
Fine. I'm gonna quicken a fireball. At probably just 3rd level.
Got it.
I'll shoot it at him. Why not?
Sure.
Bang.
Pop,
So
pop.
that's a deck save, but I don't know. He can't move.
He can fly.
No.
Well, I'd love to see him fly.
Okay.
Speak for yourself.
I was gonna we get at least an attack of opportunity.
Oh, jeez. It fails.
Okay,
Oh.
he's gonna take a little bit of damage because I just cast 3rd level. Oh, that's really
Wow,
good. What the?
that's
Yeah.
really darn
Holy
good.
crap!
Okay.
That's amazing.
I'm
As
not gonna
the
do
fire-
anything else.
As the fireball strikes into its form, it explodes and shatters and another like entire chunk off of it, revealing more of just the like biological form underneath. And you see the second dangling head of Elmar kind of stretched onto the side of the long neck of the main dragon.
My dude. I'm finished.
All right. Next up, it's his turn.
I'm scared. We're gonna come.
It's going to fly up
Nope.
half of its movement, so 50 feet.
I see it.
All opportunity attack.
Okay, what are you doing?
23 to hit.
Misses.
Sure does,
Oh.
doesn't it?
My God.
Sure is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Remember when we made
Yep.
fun of Emil for making easy bosses?
I never
too.
did that. Mm-mm.
Oh, just me?
The AC of one of them was 22. The AC of another one was
Did you add them?
23. When they combined, they gained the highest AC plus 1, so it's an AC of 24.
Oh, got
You,
him.
you should have let us think it was 47.
Get
That your
Well, that's
math is
just-
awful, Jacoby.
I was just rounding. It said 20. It's 20.
Why
It's
would you-
40,
I-
45.
23.
45.
Oh,
Suck my ass.
Oh, why are you
Nah,
It
47.
was a
That's right.
guesstimate. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you have a 5%.
It's just math. You don't
Oh,
guess the middle math.
So it's going to fly up. It's going to fly up 50
The
feet.
fire elemental also hit it.
The fucking
Hey, for
It
10
will
of those
miss.
feet,
It will miss.
And then it's
For 10
going to use its attack charge to fly straight through the airship.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Fun.
Yeah, but
airship
where-
slice.
Where does it end?
Hey, for 10 of those movement,
A charge
it's
is
difficult
its-
terrain.
Oh, it's like Star Wars.
So its charge ability, he gets to take its full movement plus 30 feet. So it has 100 feet of movement in the air.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
lot of movement.
So it's going to be 50 feet below you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Good.
below.
But first, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
If I'm still in my room, do I have to
Why the fuck?
Yeah, if I'm flying, do I have to roll?
Yeah, because there's a lot of air turbulence when a giant dragon flies
I
100
need to know if
feet in your
16
direction.
saves or not,
Me personally, I'm gonna pass it.
because I can
That's-
re-roll if it fails.
That's my choice.
So does a 16 fail?
16 does fail. It's 17
Oh.
I'm gonna re-roll.
DC.
Oh.
Okay, I passed. Cool.
Wow.
Nice. Same.
Must be
If you fail, you take
Yikes. Only 2. Oh, I thought it passed. Only 3 people pass.
Yeah,
Wrong. I passed.
That's what I'm saying. You pass, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You, me, and Ician.
okay. You
I
take
just-
you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's hot.
Fudge.
And if you failed, you are knocked off balance. If you had a broom or something like that, it'll take an action to restabilize yourself on your turn.
Thanks.
I meant to ask this at the top of the round.
Mhm.
Do I see any Django bots?
Roll perception.
50 feet below us. Is there just a massive hole in the ship now? Sorry.
The ship with a 29, you do not see any jingbots yet.
Thanks.
So this is what happens. It flies 50 feet up into the air, then it dive bombs directly through the ship. You guys are all tossed and turned throughout the space, as the ship is now divided in half and kind of like this now, broken into the space. So all the terrain that we have right now.
Y'all ever
Is
see The
gone.
Last Jedi?
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's like Star Wars.
Can you just draw that? Can you draw that fissure crack?
No, there is no fissure crack. There's no ship.
There's no
Okay, I
shit.
feel what you're saying. I get it.
The ship is just split in half and falling down onto the city below.
Just
That's awesome.
Captain
as you-
Marveling us.
As you guys are all now falling, unless you saved, then you had the dexterity to jump up off of the boat before it split in half, and you're able to like stabilize with a broom or wings or whatever other flying ability you have. However, the dragon is currently 50 feet below, over here. And then for its bonus action, it's going to charge.
Oh, that's hot.
Double charge, baby.
No, sorry. The first charge was an attack. This charge is physically charging energy into itself.
Oh, okay.
that-
What does it look
That's
like
how it
visually?
works.
So the wings spread open, and kind of the rocket engines begin to stabilize it in midair, and as it does, its maw opens and energy is beginning to collect in the interior. A strange mixture of acid and ice is beginning to form. Just for the visual of it, you guys see like a reticle cone of energy just kind of like targeting everything. It's a cone of 150 feet
It's a tight beast bomb.
in your guys' direction.
It's
And so it
directly
is.
below us and just gonna shoot straight upwards.
Yep, it is charging. You guys have one turn.
That's
To what?
That's a lot of time.
Figure it out.
You have one turn
do-
to die.
One turn to what? One turn
To do
what?
something.
Don't
To
worry,
fucking
gents. I've got a
party.
great idea. It's from The Last Jedi as well, by happenstance.
So that's its turn.
Go gamble.
Nav, you're up.
Oh, fun! I guess I gotta use my action to stabilize.
You
So
don't.
get drunk at a casino.
Wow, would I just be falling?
Yep.
You can fall and use your action instead for something else.
Can I shoot while I'm falling? Is it disadvantage or anything?
It'll be disadvantaged, but you can attempt to.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna go ahead and just stabilize
Okay, you can
for
use
my
your
action.
if you stabilize, you can use your movement.
Okay, so. Okay, 150. So, sorry, it's above us now.
No,
So
it's below you,
below still. Okay, below still. Okay,
and it's charging an attack.
Below how much? 650 or 16?
50.
50 feet. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna stay here. I'll just stay here. I'll pass.
That's my man.
Okay, next up is Darian.
So, if I fall,
Oh, I'm gonna second wind actually.
Got it.
because I failed my save, I would fall right into its range, right?
You can fall a total of 60 feet in a turn, so yes.
Might I be able to guide myself into its mouth?
The fuck?
You would need to stabilize.
Wait, what part of Star Wars is this from?
So you would need to stabilize in order to use and to like maneuver yourself in any way.
Hmm.
So that would be an action.
Oh god.
Can
Now,
I,
If you action surge during that, that's up to you. But
He already did.
It's a little
Yeah,
unfortunate that I did already do that. My plan, if you all remember, when the First Order showed up and Finn was gonna kill him.
Is this relevant?
Oh, okay.
That was my plan.
True. Wait, actually, that would have been
sure.
sick.
That would have
Yeah.
been sick.
So that would have
I
been cool,
think it
but
would've still
I'll-
went off.
But Rose was there to knock you off balance. Don't you
Oh.
do it.
Yeah, now it's Othello. So I'll fall and then stabilize.
I don't know. You kissed Savant.
all right, so you fall and stabilize.
In his
If you want to, you could have stabilized before you fell and like be in its mouth.
Smiley.
Wait, what? You said I'm a little confused. Can I do that or not?
You can
Yeah,
move.
you can
You
use
can
your
move.
cost
You can use
action.
your action to stabilize and then move.
Oh yeah.
Use your
Perfect.
movement to stabilize yourself.
All right,
And then
I'm gonna
yeah.
do that.
Damn
Do I
it.
have a bonus action way
damn
to
it.
do something? Actually, this definitely won't save everyone, so I'm just gonna drop right below it.
Wow,
You get up so
Darian.
fast.
Wow,
Wow.
Darian.
Shut up! My
Boo.
plan was to attack it, but if I can't, if I gotta stabilize first.
Who says
Stop
you-
Commit.
Who says attacking
Commit.
will stop it anyway?
All right, fine, bitch. My turn.
It's too easy.
Oh shit, Darian, what the fuck?
I plugged the hole with my 5x5 cube body.
You should have
Is
given
it-
Darian
yeah.
beforehand.
So
Does it
Darian
choke
falls
on Darian's
directly into the mouth of the dragon.
Jesus fuck, Darian.
Actually,
can't
I
handle
don't know. Where would I end up if I fell that far?
You would. What do you mean?
Well, where would I end up being?
Tell me how far in
If
the
I
mouth.
fall in,
Like direct,
yeah,
like
how
right
far
into its mouth.
inside the
just
body?
in.
You would fall just onto its open maw. The teeth are just kind of for show; they're not real teeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
and
fine.
it's just kind of like a weird platform with a mixture of metal and what's it called?
Tissue?
It's a mixture of metal, like these strange meaty sinew.
Yeah.
That is both covered in ice and acid. So the moment you land, since it's not a stable object and it's something that's kind of like buoyant in space, you don't take any fall damage when you land on it. But you do take damage from the insane intake of energy that is currently cascading into its mouth.
This is how I ascend my Starforged weapon, y'all.
I
Just
like to think it
Thor.
has chainsaw teeth.
You absorb
Yes.
the energy, and you become Giga
You take 9 points of acid damage, and you
I
take
take how many?
9 points of acid damage, and then you take 5 points of ice damage
Alright, sure.
from its intake charge.
I will second wind as my bonus action.
Okay,
Pop.
Hey!
very nice.
It just saved you.
Next up is Dr. Vivi.
All right, I'm going since I saved because I'm an expert dexterity now. I'm
Shut
just gonna
up.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
gonna dive. I'm just gonna use my broom to go full 60 feet down below it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. So it has the two human heads are poking out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peculiar.
In that case,
Uh,
I am most definitely going to.
Brooms
Target
can
one
only
of
fly
them
50 feet.
I was
Brooms-
60.
You can.
I
fall
thought it was
60
double your movement.
Emil allowed us to dash on a broom if you choose.
Oh, it is 50.
Sure.
Oh, it's 50. Then I'll go 50. I'll go 50 feet. So I'm
No, you'll
still...
be even with it. It's still pointing upwards. So.
Right, so I shouldn't get hit. But that doesn't matter. I'm gonna cast Blight on the black on the white dragon head that I see, like the boy, the man.
The guy.
Got it.
Boy.
So you're going to cast Blight on Mercutio.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen a more.
No, they don't have names. They're black.
Go ahead
mask
and roll.
white.
What do I need to roll?
That's
A
black head and white
Constitution
head.
save.
It's an immediate failure.
Amazing. It's gonna take this much damage. Oh, I didn't call the level. I'm sorry. It's 5th level because that's my highest slot I have.
Got
Wait,
it.
what?
I'm
Go for
sorry. I got it. I've used everything in my last
Available.
fight.
Oh, I was like, you only have a 5th level sword? What the fuck?
That's 32 points.
Oh, so many ones. That's
With
sad.
32 points of damage, you see an entire scar of blight necrotic energy just cut across the area. The mask bounces a lot of the damage off of him, but you did deal damage to that individual, which also deals double damage to the dragon.
All right.
Sick.
That's my turn.
So that did something to the dragon, and it is not happy.
I want to be, and I don't know how this is positioned on the map, but I just want to be as far away from the others as possible, but below him.
You got it.
Maybe we should
Alright.
get some elevations on our
Or,
characters.
yeah, just do text around your character and tell what it is.
Oh, I can do that. Whatever.
You can just
Yeah,
put it
just-
in like this red orb.
Yeah.
But I'm 50 feet above the dragon. 50.
I just put even.
I'm 50. I'm plus 50.
You can use your movement, Mav, if you wanted to. You've never moved.
Yeah.
So if you didn't move,
yeah,
you're just
I
falling.
was
You're just
fine. No,
falling
I'm
60
fine.
feet.
No,
Okay.
I just stabilized.
Are you stabilized and you're staying there?
Yeah. No, I just
You-
stayed there.
You realize you're in the cone of the attack, right?
Wait. Okay.
Right where he wants to be.
Oh, well then I would have moved to the side then. Yeah, like wherever I am.
What do you
Well,
mean
it's-
to the
it's
side?
150
No,
It's,
yeah,
it's a cone of 100
it's
feet.
the entire map.
Okay, I'll move
Yeah.
50 feet to the dragon.
It's the entire map.
Okay. So let's see.
I only had 50 feet of movement, so
Did you move
Dr.
down
Vivi,
or
why
up?
did your name change to
I
even?
went down to even.
I just changed it so it
He
everyone
changed it
knew.
to his elevation.
Okay. So Nicene, it is your turn.
Yeah, I saved, so I have my action. I am going to fall and impact the dragon with myself.
Okay.
60 feet. And then I will take 4 attacks at the heads, which I see. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Go
I don't
for
know
it.
if I'm to. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. First attack, 27.
27 does hit.
Second attack, 26.
Hits.
Third attack, 19.
Does
on
not
the
hit.
head. Okay, and then 17 doesn't.
Does not hit.
And I never rolled my potion die, so I'm gonna roll that.
Okay.
Attack. Did he take any impact damage from what I landed on him?
Did you take any impact damage from when you landed on him?
I did not, because I'm a monk.
Then
True.
he probably didn't take any damage.
I like to
Oh wait,
think
no,
I'm
no.
strong,
Yeah,
though.
no, you're right. Hold on, let me check.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
I don't.
He's saying that he get knocked.
I
the
get to
fuck out.
reduce my fall damage.
Yeah, but
'Cause
like
I'm a monk.
physics, if you don't take damage, then
He-
he probably wouldn't either.
No, it's
Nicene is a
because
shock absorber.
because of his monk abilities. He's reducing the damage. He's
He's
not,
not reducing his speed, right?
which
Yeah.
which negates the damage that he would take. The person that on the receiving end is still taking that same amount of damage.
In
so-
D&D, it makes sense.
Yes.
Which, that's the game we're playing. Wait a minute.
Yes.
So is that what additional die is that? So I can add it to this roll.
It is 6d6.
All right, here we go. Yeet! 77 damage.
Nice.
As he strikes down onto the dragon. I need to roll concentration for him. Give me a second.
Oh, really? Nice. Okay.
Interesting. Peculiar.
Wait, can he make this?
Probably.
Wait, really?
It's 2 different attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
The
you gotta
first
pick him
attack
up
is
for it.
actually the majority, or actually, so it's actually the 66 is the first damage you would take, which is 11, 14, 15, 18, 21.
Okay,
So
so
that's
that's gonna be.
regular 10 to save.
Yeah,
I
10
think
to
he
save.
auto saves that.
Yep, saves.
And then the next one would be the first D12, which is 1, the second, or the first D10, which is 10, so 11, the first D6, 12, and then the 8D8. So 12 plus 7, 19, 22, 26, 27, 31, 36, 42, 44. So 44. So 22 to save?
Rolled a 19.
Oh,
we did it.
poppers.
The charge fails and it staggers off to the side.
Nice.
It was that easy.
Yeah, it's a concentration.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is the middies. They are inactive, so they all just plummet to the ground.
Free fall.
Let's see. Let me double check something real quick. So, the ship is barreling down onto the city. You guys are falling in unison with the dragon. That before it was hovering in place with Darian in its maw, about to do something after he's stabilized himself. Then Nicene comes barreling in and strikes it on the head, kind of tilting it off to the side and preventing the charge from continuing. He then sliced a few more times, and in doing so, lost its concentration on its stability and on its ability to charge. So the dragon is now also falling. Darian,
Oh,
are you with me?
That's me.
It closed its maw.
Ooh.
So-
Greetings.
It's a bite attack. Let's see if your armor is stronger than its bite.
You said it had no teeth.
Yeah, but it's still,
Chainsaw.
it's bludgeoning damage. It's like
Nah,
2 platforms crushing in on you.
It's gumming. you.
Chainsaws cannon.
I would have assumed that I'm deep enough in its mouth where it just closes.
Oh.
Don't make it sexual, you perv.
You're going for
Or
that
like-
more.
The back of its throat is just like a cannon. Like it's a charged energy cannon. There's no interior. It's just
I'm tracking now.
You just fall
Okay.
into a giant hole that is gunpowder.
plus, and then I've been.
No, with the
Nope, that's not what I need to do.
There's a joke there.
Oh boy. Oh.
Fire the cannons.
Roll Constitution.
Three nat 20s.
Well, that can't be right. Hold on. Oh, okay. There we go. That's better. I was doing my math wrong. Oof. It's a 27 to hit.
Yeah,
Oof.
Okay. And
that'll
you take.
hit.
I think the fuck so.
Okay. Oof. You take 60 points of bludgeoning damage.
God,
As,
Remember what you said earlier about his aura?
660.
Yes.
You get to reduce
As-
it by 3 though.
I was gonna say
Oh!
reduced by 3, bitch.
as the two platforms crush in on your space. If it had been the exterior, like where the teeth are, it would have been less damage. But since you were physically inside of its mouth when it closed,
Yep.
it added an additional D20 dice of damage.
Got him. Get fricked,
Whatever.
Darian.
Alright, I don't care. This thing's still gonna die by my hands. I killed many a dragon, crystal zombies. I'll kill Mecha God too. And I'll
Mecha
ascend to
Godzilla.
godhood and become
Alright.
Xeric.
And then
No.
that's the end of the Mindy's turn.
Alright,
Sylvanas, your turn.
Darian just broods inside the dragon's mouth.
How far above are we from the city?
Oh, and you are restrained because you're trapped inside of its mouth until it opens its mouth again.
Nice.
You're considered bored.
How far above the city are we? Or the dragon? really?
So the tower that you guys were on was roughly 50 to 60 feet tall.
That was 150.
150 feet up. The airship itself was 60 feet above that, and you guys were on top of the airship, which is a total of 45 feet high. So you guys are really freaking high up in the air.
Good.
105 above the.
So you guys are 100 and hold on.
A lot.
105 above the tower. Top of the tower.
We're
or
like-
something like that.
Yeah, you guys are still technically above the tower.
Yeah. Okay. Also, if I just use the fall without the broom and I'm still technically unstable, can I do any actions while I'm falling?
You can. There'll be a disadvantage, but you can.
I mean, that's fine. I don't need advantage. All right, I'll fall down. And can I use my movement to fall even faster?
You can't control your movement if you're unstable.
Okay, then I'm just gonna fall. That's total.
60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet. And what the I can see. Just to make sure, can I pick a target while I'm falling still?
Sure.
Okay, can I? Almar and Mr. White Dragon Master are visible, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll target Mr. Dragon Mask with Feeble Mind, which is a con.
Which dragon mask?
The white dragon mask.
Yeah, the mystical guy.
Yeah, we can.
With feeble mind?
Yes,
All right.
it's an intelligence save of 17.
That's right.
Oh, he's probably dumb as frick.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Feeble Mind's good.
And it has a range of 150 feet.
It's so good.
Actually, brain dead.
What's the save?
He's
17.
17.
You rolled a 16.
Ayo! Give feebled mind.
So what happens?
He's basically dumb as shit, which is basically the end all. But he takes
What's his-
46 psychic damage, and his charisma becomes 1. He can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. And
Nice.
but he can identify his friends, follow them, and protect them. And that lasts for 30 days.
30
30
days.
days.
Roll that damage.
46.
At the end of 30
He
days,
takes
you can repeat the
46
saving throw.
damage.
Look, it sounded like 76.
Oh,
And-
Dab.
oh boy.
it's dab points of damage.
Hashtag when you can't cast spells or speak, but you know
He's
who your
just-
homies are.
That's just me already, dude.
Is the
Let
dragon
me-
mask a magical item?
Is
Let
it
me
a
check
spell?
something real quick. One second.
Yeah, please don't block that back on me.
But all of these questions are fair and or all
No,
these
no,
are fair
that
questions.
that won't reflect. It definitely hit him.
Good.
I'm sick of this reflecting shit.
Okay, so what did you say his intelligence was?
His intelligence stays
One.
the same. His charisma becomes 1.
Because charisma, yeah. Charisma.
Wait, no, isn't it both?
Oh
yeah,
it's
intelligence and charisma.
both. Yeah, it's both.
Yeah, it's both. It's definitely both.
So it's 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, I need to roll some stuff. Give me a
Please don't
second.
go rampant either.
These are my Xanders. These are my
He
He
friends.
just starts drooling out of his mouth.
Actually, that probably means that the white dragon mask or the
he can't control it.
Yeah, I think
something.
probably means the black one's going to take control, but you know, less.
Oh yeah,
They
we'll see.
can't control it with one person. That's why they have to combine.
Yeah,
Well,
they're gonna
if,
combine.
I mean,
But
if
they're
we
also
just,
fighting for control.
can we lower
we'll
his
see what
charisma one more time to 0 and do a nice scene on him?
Oh, kill him.
Ayo. Just kill him,
Ooh,
kill
poggers.
him.
No, I'm gonna give him some of mine actually. I feel bad.
We're gonna donate to the bad guy.
I have 8 charisma. I'll just give him 7.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of how to play this. Give me a second.
Well, let me figure
It's a
it out.
tough one.
Really quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a toughie.
Out
No,
of
it's
character, I'm
sorry.
sorry. In character, this guy needs to fucking.
No, it was
die.
a solid move. It was
Yeah,
a
that's a
solid
sick
move.
move, dude.
Sorry, I feel like I'm always coming out of left field with some dumb shit.
Dude, no.
Where was this earlier?
What do you
Feeble Mind real
mean?
good.
I summoned 8 gorillas.
What do you
I
mean?
mean,
Where was this
oh.
earlier?
Ah! Oh god!
I can use this spell
Oh
once.
god!
Okay, so this is what happens. So Sylvanas points to Mercutio and casts Feeble Mind. At the moment that Sylvanas casts Feeble Mind, you see that the white striations on the metal dragon disappear. It's completely the acid dragon in control now, and it's just using the physical portion of the dragon. Sylvanas, you watch as the body of Mercutio just leaks out of the dragon and begins to fall further and further down. And as it does, you see it expanding and growing into the size of a dragon.
Oh.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, the dragon itself has 0 intelligence.
Nice. Dumb dragon.
Because a creature can't have 0 intelligence, it dies.
Oh yeah.
Nice! Poggers, got him.
Sick.
In my rules, it says, gosh, this is ridiculous.
Is it one lower than the?
It's we'll get into it at the end of this.
Sure.
So the dragon itself, the large mechanical dragon, has shrunken in scale, so it's not nearly as big as it was. And because of that, Darian, you are forced out of its mouth,
How did I get out here?
and it also removes half of its HP.
Ayo, back.
Have I become a god?
This power, I like
This
it.
goes
Do I
to show
feel
I
ice
can't.
and acid flowing through me now?
This just goes to show I can't plan for everything,
Nope.
which is totally okay. As the strange white dragon, like humanoid hybrid, just plummets to the ground. Ground below, you see that the ship is gaining speed as it's going to crash into the city below. Also, so honestly, anything else you want?
I'll bonus action. Did I saw Darian get chomped, right? But I'm
Roll a perception check for me.
okay.
It doesn't matter because you can't cast a bonus action spell. It's my
You're
luck.
right. But I can still throw some. No, I can't. I can still.
Boomerang.
for later action. Anyway.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's fine.
All right, Othello, you're up.
Okay.
Do you
I'm
still
gonna
have that
fly.
man tied to you?
He's not tied. He's in my bag.
Yeah, he's probably
Uh,
die.
I'm gonna fly 30 feet down towards Eldragon. All
Okay.
right. Then we're gonna throw a fireball and let me do some quick maths.
Who's
Seven,
Eldricon?
three.
That's black.
Yeah, I'll
That's
give
Alma,
it
right?
disadvantage on the save. Yeah, why not? We'll do it.
All right, what do I need to roll?
17 dex. Oh, and I'll cast it at 5th level.
All right, need to redo a little bit of my math here because you removed half of them.
All right.
Okay, so
Splice
that
his
should do
genes.
that. Oof, he fails.
Nice. Okay, 35 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh, wait, really? Damn it. I had something way cooler.
Nah, dude.
Um,
Fire him.
I guess I just want to shoot it straight into the guy and, like, the fireball won't explode until it reaches them, and then it'll just kind of expand from within the dragon and kind of just blow it up, kind of like a mech.
Nice.
All right. So from the skies, the dragon is kind of falling. Othello flies down, casts a fireball, and the fireball enters into the mouth, getting lodged into the throat, and then explodes from the interior, cascading metal and viscera in all directions down towards the city.
It's still nighttime, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, there is like a giant cloud of illithids that you could have called upon at any point.
Yeah, we don't need them.
No, they have another purpose to play. They're doing their job.
They can get the shrapnel before we fall.
So as the pieces of the dragon are falling down, you see Almar's body has disconnected from the mask, and the mask is just kind of like slowly falling to the ground.
All right, I dive after the mask.
All right,
Can we?
Dr. Vivi,
I can't
Back to its home.
roll a dexterity saving throw, see if you catch the mask.
Oh wait, save.
Oh, you're so good at dexterity
Yeah.
now.
I'm
So
so
good at dexterity now. Oh,
I'm so good at it.
frick you.
No, you get advantage with your
No.
catch.
Oh yeah.
He gets
not on
proficiency.
that. Not on that.
It just gets.
Oh, I see. With a 9, unfortunately, you're not quick enough, and the mask is still falling.
Well,
I dive
okay.
after it. Yeet.
Can
Nicene dives after the mask. Everyone dives after the
no?
mask.
Okay, I want to
Yeah.
contact the illithids.
Okay. So Nicene, go and roll dexterity saving throw, see if you can catch the mask. As like Harry Potter trying to go after the snitch,
Golden
Nicene flies
snitch,
down.
baby.
Does he
Nice
swallow
seeing
it
you.
in his mouth?
You catch the mask and you look at it. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
2.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
how
the
are you
dragon
so
mask.
bad at investigating?
It's just neutral. It's just that. I throw it in my bag really quick.
You stuff it into your bag as the ship is still falling down onto everything.
Can I dive
Awesome.
after Almar and contact the illithids at the same time?
Choose one.
Okay, I'll dive after Almar first.
All right, so you dive after Almar's body. Go ahead and roll dexterity check.
Sorry.
What are the
Wait, check.
illithids doing
That's
at the
wrong.
moment?
This is right. That doesn't matter.
The illithids aren't doing anything. Their objective was to keep keep the airship within range of
Alright.
you guys.
I'll fly to the illithids.
Okay.
I don't know if I can say anything. I don't know how far away I am.
You can mind contact.
We're not in combat order anymore. Things are just happening simultaneously.
right. Yeah. I'll be like, I'll tell them, ask if they could catch some of the stuff falling, so it doesn't
Right.
crash into the city.
I'm gonna roll for the illithids. They rolled a natural 20.
Hey.
Heyo!
Yeah, as a mass, they stopped the airship from crashing into the city itself.
Thank goodness.
Like 10, 20 feet above the city. Some of the larger structures get a little bit of damage, but they
Sure.
catch the airship and they start moving it away from the city. So once you catch up with Almar, he has splat on the ground, unfortunately,
That's sad.
with those dexterity checks. The white dragon is nearby, also splat to the ground, and the body of Mercutio is laying there next to the white dragon mask.
Let me see that something's doing that. Oh wait, also I don't think I have it, but let me check.
Dispel magic on all of them.
No, I was gonna try to save us from dying
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
splatting on the
put it
ground.
on. We're fine.
Yeah, everyone has a flying
We
broom or
have
something.
brooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I yeah, cool.
Nessian, now you see the Django bots.
Oh, perfect timing.
It was going to take, from the distance they were at, with full speed and flight, it was going to take 4 minutes for them to get here.
Can I communicate with them in any way at this point?
Yeah, you can talk to them through Django.
Django, tell the bots to start cleaning debris, helping out townspeople, stuff like that.
You got it!
Kind of like in Age of Ultron, the Iron Man bots that just like stay back, stay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this guy out of my bag and just hold him under my arm.
I'm gonna fly
Yeah.
next to Othello and lay on hands him, hoping that he's alive.
As you pull him out of the bag, you just hear, "Are you crazy?"
No.
Because it's from the time you put him in the bag till now, it's only been 3 minutes, and he rolled a natural 20 on his con save.
Yeah, he's
good for him.
fine.
Good for him.
They did. Yeah, I'll lay on hands him a little bit, make him feel a little better.
He is terrified.
It's fine. That's
Would you have
irrelevant.
rather been on the ship?
I'll point to the ship.
No, I'm very grateful. Thank you. I love all of you.
Well,
As
he's kind of scary. You don't have to love him.
It's true.
No one.
is anyone going after the white dragon mask?
Yeah, I go
I
for
thought
it.
Anthony had it.
No, I'm by it.
So Dr. you land next to where the white dragon mask, or where the white dragon, like, beginnings of a white dragon start to form, landed, and you recover the white dragon mask. Roll investigation.
That's a 13.
With a 13, you can tell that this is definitely like emitting the aura of what you know those dragon masks.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Were.
cast a spell magic on it.
You cast a spell magic, and the aura kind of rescinds from the mask. It is safe to
Alright.
handle for a time.
I stuff it in my bag.
Right, you put it into your bag.
I see that I saw caught it because I missed it. Nicean, give me the mask.
Yeah, it's right here.
Give me the mask.
Nicean hand you the
I
mask.
really just
Roll
opened the bag and let him see it.
I need
Roll.
to touch it.
Roll investigation.
I need to.
Alright. A 17.
17. You pick up the mask. It is gray and cracked. It is not. It is not the Black Dragon mask. It is an analog of the Black Dragon mask.
This isn't even the right mask. I see it.
You missed it, and I saw you miss it, and I just went after it.
With
If it's anybody's fault, it's your fault.
with a 17 investigation, Dr. BB, this is the same material that is used in making those soul spheres.
This is.
They are somehow attempting to mass produce these.
Alright. I'm going to try something.
Yes.
I just want to put it on. Does anything bad happen?
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Alright.
Nothing
I
happens.
think every.
It's just a like carbon mask.
Yep,
Can I
this
look
is my
for
new mask
the?
that I
Can
wear.
I look for the receiver or the headband for the?
I was
control
going to
console I
do
have?
that.
You see next to Sylvanas, the body of Almar is just kind of splat on the ground, and the ring around Almar's head is slightly dented, but it's there.
I pop over there and grab it.
And while he's doing that,
You-
can I search Almar?
Sure, roll investigation.
He can
you
have the circle.
you pull the circlet off. It is, again, like I said, bent, and a few pieces are slightly broken on it. But if you want to give it a shot, you can.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Should be fun.
Sylvanas, patting around Almar himself, you do find a couple things. You find a satchel that contains. Gosh, let me pull it up. Why does it do this every time I'm trying to pull up an item? I have it like here, and then D&D Beyond just like shoots it all the way back up to the top.
Yeah, no, you can't have this.
Dang it. I swear, I had it prepped.
Uh-huh.
It contains
I
3
did.
complimentary
I
vials
did.
of Vivi's design.
He just has a shitload of BB's desire in his bag. Especially signed too.
Yeah, he has
No
an
wonder he had
autograph
low
vial.
intelligence.
So what is this? I'm excited. I have a new mask, everyone.
No. No.
No.
What do you
The
have
mask is no longer magical. It's expended its use.
Yeah, it's great. I'm excited to have it.
What do you have there, VV? A mask!
No!
Here it is. Thank you. You find a it looks like a beetle of some kind, made of ornate gold, and a couple of sapphires inlaid in like specific patterns around the back. The size of it's about a medallion size, so it's about this big. And it definitely has some kind of magical energy to it. You do find a variety of different jewels and ornaments that he had on him. None of it magical, just worth stuff. And you also find a scroll of parchment. Those are the things that are on his body of any importance.
I'll bag them up for now.
Okay. As the immediate danger has passed, the people of the town are slowly coming out of their homes and looking about. All of the Mindies that were patrolling have gone inert, and Nicene, as you put on the circlet to attempt to get it to function, the main control unit that was the airship has been split in half and destroyed, so the circlet has no effect. None of the Mindies are operational without its core command console. But you do have the components, so you could potentially do something with it.
And we have an engineer on our ship.
True.
As things begin to settle down, we're going to go ahead and take another break.
Heyo.
Right.
Emil, I need to know, what does this black dragon mask that's gray and broken up, what's the shape of it?
It looks like the shape of the black dragon mask that you remember. It was like this almost pale and unassuming human face with a slight draconic features on it, made of like what looked like some kind of obsidian material. When that's what really gave it the dark crystalline form of the mask.
Right.
It looks exactly like that, only it's just a strange like matte gray color. There's no crystals opacity to it. It's just
When I draw fan art, I just had to know.
So I will be right back.
That's a good thing about shitter.
Yeah, I had used everything 6th and up in the fight earlier.
Jesus, I made sure to keep something. Well, that's also
Nope.
because I was sanctuary, which is fine.
I mean, I was out of spell slots, but I only have 7 in total, so...
I have used a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10, 11.
I only used 4 apparently this entire time.
But I'm fortunate because my spells deal 6d8 damage each, no matter what. It's crazy!
Okay, but can yours cripple a man for life?
For 30 days? No, but they can... Oh, well, actually they can, because he's dead.
That's not cripple, that's dead.
That's...
Jacoby, I can give
Whatever.
everyone sickness that spreads, so
Alright,
really.
we're not talking about fucking chemical warfare, BB.
Well, that's what we're living in right now. Chemical warfare. If you ask the right people,
Jesus.
chemical warfare.
I'm still salty
And
about
for
that
the
ball.
stream, I don't agree. It's not chemical warfare. Don't worry.
I mean, I just had the lack of a better word in that instance, but I don't doubt. You know, I still haven't used my herbalism kit.
Oh, I make.
Oh, what the fuck?
Technically, an herbalism kit is what most DMs use for potion making.
I haven't made potions since that one time inside the factory.
Oh shit, Zella.
Give me your strongest potions.
My potions are too strong for you.
Potions.
That's because I lace them with pillow.
So this my with hard drugs. Why is everybody's fucking camera off? God damn.
Yeah, mine will.
Shouldn't be.
No, yours is
Mine's
always
not.
off.
I don't see anybody.
Oh no, I have you. You and
now I see
Nicene are
you.
a constant.
I see
Hey,
you.
Della came down. For the first time in
Hey,
20
yo.
years.
I'm gonna turn on my.
Yeah, but Darian and Anders has been off for 27 years.
Well, Ander isn't.
Anders
playing,
non-existent, so
Andrew's
So.
dead.
No one cares.
You know, you see all those great rolls Ender made today?
didn't roll in that one.
We had some really good rolls. So
Yeah, some
Oh yeah.
pretty dope ass rolls.
very lucky.
I think when it comes to combat, we have some pretty disgusting rolls.
Well, I think when it comes to everything, we look just disgusting.
Yeah.
That's Jay. Speak for yourself. That's just
Whoa! Whoa! I'm beautiful.
yay!
It is 92 degrees in my room.
Holy moly!
Yeah, that's too hot.
Goodbye, Spice.
It's super hot in here.
It is 60.
90 in a room is disgusting.
Wait, what? 97? What?
Yeah, that's
I would
That's nine-
actually be like, I would die. Like, that's not a joke.
I realized that I accidentally had something covering my AC
yeah.
because I've been moving things around and I didn't realize that I had placed something up on the cupboard that was blocking the AC vent.
Oh no.
So it was just getting hotter and I'm like,
Big
what is
yikes.
going on? And then I just moved it out of the way and it's starting to get cold in here again. But holy crap!
You were like, man, this combat's really making me sweat.
Emil's like, God, they're gonna figure out the weakness in 2 seconds like they always do. How do I prevent this random bullshit from happening?
No, I swear. Like the thing is, Mercutio had been affected by the mask for so long that he had a -1 to intelligence.
Oh.
Because he was wearing the mask.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
you see the problem? Like, so if Sylvanas had aimed at the other guy, the combat would have kept going like normal. But
That's
she
fine.
aimed it at Mercutio, and I didn't realize what was happening until it was too late.
Oh
God, we're so lucky.
So wait, white mask guy was the guy that we fought in the
Nope.
Shadowfell,
No.
right?
Never seen him
No.
before.
No, new guy.
Oh, okay.
And we never will now.
Jesus
And we
fuck.
never will.
God.
For splat.
Yeah, that -1 modifier that was on him literally killed him.
Wow.
Turns
Oh.
out, can't live when you're that dumb. Except Darian also has a -1 int modifier, so.
Oh,
remember
someone
that.
evil
Oh,
mind.
there you better watch your fucking mouth then.
No.
Anthony and I are
Wait,
coming
that
for
can't be
ya.
right because you can't play a character with less than 17 intelligence.
True.
That is fair. I don't,
Unquote Xander Cockrum.
Unquote.
I don't ever remember saying that, but it's highly likely that I.
Oh, you said it. Oh, you said it.
When would I
Anyway.
have said that?
Anyway,
I don't know when you said it, but I know that Noah knows you said it.
I do.
So
It was at a dinner with Noah.
My dinner with
I won't
Back in
deny that.
Abilene. Mhm,
Oh, it
mhm.
was probably we were having ramen. We were
Yep,
discussing
that's-
characters.
Oh,
we
did
were
you
all-
make the ramen?
No. Ah ha
Good.
ha ha! Very
Good,
funny. This
good.
time I wasn't drinking whiskey. Ah ha ha! It was bourbon actually, but
Wait, you put bourbon in your ramen?
yeah.
That's
you know it.
gross.
Anyways,
I could see
no,
it. I
we
could
were
see it.
we were at Piranha Killer. We were describing ourselves as characters. Noah said, "Xander, you have 8 charisma." I said, "Wow, that's really fucking rude." 'Cause I didn't want to but
I
I
mean,
said,
we could get back into the game.
right. No. But y'all were like,
No,
yeah,
we
but you
can't,
are
sorry.
smart. So, yeah, sorry, Emil. But you're like, but you are smart. So, really,
Nah,
like,
this
you'd
isn't
have high
important.
ends. Anyway.
Yeah, but you don't have to say.
Well,
Okay.
the problem is that I would have trouble RPing because I'm like, well, I understand what I think is going on, so I would try.
Because you're too smart.
No, I'm normally smart. I don't know.
anyway,
What this shit?
back in the world of the strangers.
No, this is the same conversation.
You guys
It's
find
literally the same
yourselves
conversation.
now in a town kind of in disarray, as the people that were in charge have pretty much either been killed or ran away after the whole commotion occurred with the airship. The airship shards have been placed off in the distance, and any Amon Force airships have fled that weren't associated with anything to do with the Sword Coast. As you guys collect yourselves down below, and the Jango bots finish clearing off a little bit of debris that fell into the city itself, you guys have successfully rescued everything that happened in Felbar.
Heyo.
At least liberated Felbar to some degree.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to just say, can I stop a Jango bot and send them to find Dionysus?
Sure. I'll say that in the time that has elapsed between now and like when you guys finally huddled back up and found each other, you were able to find Dionysus. He was okay. He was temporarily mind controlled by a mind flayer, but then released once you guys killed the mother brain. But you guys have in your possession the white dragon mask and a phony black dragon mask.
Honestly, the black one seems stronger than the white one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright.
That's my name.
Did you jump into the mouth of that thing?
So I thought that I could, just stab it from the inside, maybe plug it from drawing in power. So
That's an interesting way to
But
do
you
it.
didn't realize it was mechanical.
well,
I mean, even if it could, it's still... You don't stop a blast by jumping into it.
well, I thought it might work. So
Valorant.
I'm surprised I'm
Valiant
the one who lost.
effort,
I'm
Darian.
surprised I'm the one who lost the brain.
Oh, yeah, speaking of, Vivi, come here. I'll regenerate on Vivi.
Oh, hey. That will do it. You
That
regenerate
sounds incredibly painful.
you regenerate the piece of the brain that
it's
you
just
lost
violent- it's
to
just
the
violent
Illithid.
screaming.
You don't remember anything that was in that portion of the brain,
It's like Get
but
Out.
you get your intelligence back.
Nice.
All right, so we don't have the actual black mask. Heads up, everybody. So we
Yes,
have the
this is
white
the
one.
fake one.
Is the white one real? Can we tell?
Yes.
The white one is real. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now we have the white one and the
green one and the blue one. Right?
and the blue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So technically, we're at the
Good
advantage now. It's 3-2. So
True.
Yeah.
We do have 3, you're right.
Heck yeah.
We're missing the black and red mask.
That is correct.
Which he has.
We know what's his face has the red one. Oh, and I guess he'd have the black one too.
Well,
yeah.
we don't know if to send it
both.
to him yet. He has that ritual he has to do or something.
Yeah, I guess he can only wear one head, supposedly.
Didn't he have a crown for them, though?
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
Hey, Django bot.
The Jagobot approaches.
Is there any way you can take some of these robots that fell out of that ship back to our ship? Are you strong enough to do that?
It kind of nods in your direction.
Yeah, can you take a few to the Starforge?
How many do you want it to take?
How many are there? In like
All of them.
complete tact?
It's like 150 or so.
Oh, they're all wow. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I mean intact.
Yeah.
35.
Take 6 if you can.
The Jangobot nods, and a few other Jangobots appear as they fly off in different directions.
Nice.
I wish he would have lived.
Well, now what? Now what do we do?
Well.
Oh, I guess I should go investigate Mercutio's body too.
Yeah. Approaching Mercutio's body, there's not much left of him. He's splat pretty hard against that floor. By the way, the object that you found on Almar was a scarab of protection.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
What is that?
Looked it up.
What a scarab is, or what a scarab protection is.
Y'all both said "oh shit" as
Oh,
if
looks
you
really
knew what it was.
good.
Well, no, it says protection. Protection's always
Wait,
good.
what is it?
A scarab of protection.
It's a real item.
Wow.
You have advantage against saving throws for spells. There's 12 charges. Fail saving throws against necromancy or harmful effect originating from an undead. You can spend 1 charge to change the failed save to a success. And when all the charges are gone, it to dust.
Cool.
Neat.
Someone else whispering in the background.
Yeah.
That'd be
Uh,
Emil, and
did-
his mic is picking up some sort of background sound.
Oh, that's
It's
my fan.
there.
I'm trying. That's my
It's
fan. I'm
fine,
trying to
it's
get
not
a
bad
little
at
bit.
all.
You're
Lower.
good. You're fine.
I just want needed
that
to know I
better?
wasn't going crazy.
Yeah.
Did Anthony find anything on Mercutio?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Give me a
Oh,
second.
gotcha.
Well,
So
so Anthony, so that the group that you were a part of, that he was the leader of, do you think they're still out there? You think done for? Like,
As far as I know, they've been splitting into different groups, so there can be some that are away who probably won't know of his defeat, so they could still be
Well,
operating.
okay, I guess we should just kind of stick around to make sure the city is back to normal.
Yeah, and
Well, we only have less than 5 days before the goes down.
I can.
Speaking of which, go ahead.
Oh, so I can put Dionysus in charge here, and we can rally some people to our side and leave.
I think that's the plan. Also, Lycian, why are we not taking all of the bots?
There's like a lot you can.
Why not? Why only 6?
Well, I just thought there's 6 of us, and Othello already has a cool robot
Would
suit.
it not be cool to have an army behind us?
Phoebe, you're free to collect however many you want.
Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
Having
I'll
the
find a
Jango
Jing-
bots collect them.
Yeah, I get a
Um,
Jango bot.
As honest as you're looking through the body of Mercutio, you don't find anything of like any like scrolls or money on him, but you do find a wand.
Ayo.
Nice.
That has the familiar insignia of the Starforge.
Nice.
It's a good thing I investigated him.
How the fuck did this get here?
Progress. Darian, eat it.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the object, it's called Wand of the War Mage.
Oh, a great item.
Yep, that's a good one.
+1, 2, or
So-
3.
Oh,
Plus
true,
3.
true.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not useful for me, but for someone that's a full
That
caster.
makes spell attack.
Yeah, it
double.
Well, there's only 2 of us
So-
here who really dabble in that.
Maybe.
Yes.
Also does. Anyways, what are we gonna do now? Do you all want to meet up with the Lord's Alliance? It looks like they're mobilizing an army.
How close are they? Are they still
Just
in?
next door.
Oh,
We're like,
Yeah, a little bit south in Silver Moon.
yeah.
Like an hour's flight from here.
Yeah, they're very close.
Yeah.
I can run there faster than y'all can fly there, so I can do
good,
that.
Good for you.
I can go on ahead.
And then what? You're gonna talk to them? I doubt it.
Good.
I can get there before you, Lycian.
I mean,
You actually can't.
Where is it? Where are they mobilizing? Silvery Moon?
Yeah, you want to race?
Yeah.
guys, you know we could all probably get there at the same time, right?
It's a couple hours run.
I'm
Guys.
not running.
Guys,
No. Yeah.
Oh.
Let this happen.
guys, you guys realize
Okay.
we could all get there at the same time, right? I have
No.
a
I
spell
want to see this.
that allows us to move 300 feet.
Darian, who are you betting on?
I guess Lycian, but I don't know. Anthony sounds pretty confident, so I'll.
No,
probably
I'm not going
It's
with
not
them.
Anthony. It's Vivi or Nycian.
Oh, Lycian, if we're.
Okay, I'll bet Vivi to make it in.
We could all get there.
Othello, who are you betting
This
on?
is useless.
I think Phoebe has it.
All right, Sylvanas, who are you betting on?
You know, I could show favoritism and just spell one of them, but I'm staying out of this.
All right, it's Vivi.
We racing?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Apparently.
So Silvery Moon is roughly 45 miles from here.
Okay.
That's really far.
Okay. Where's the closest tree?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
The closest tree. It's not too far away from you.
Yep. As soon as we say go, I'm gonna run to it.
All right,
As soon as we say go, Nicene does not move.
get set, go, and I wave like a cloth.
I don't care. I'm gonna go by myself. I'm gonna transport via plants to Silvery Moon.
All right, guys, I got rid of Dr. V.
I knew it. Classic.
Wow, 2 birds, 1 stone. I won the bet,
Okay.
and he's gone.
We can fly there.
Dr. VV, as you enter Silvery Moon, you see that war banners are everywhere.
Oh.
And the Lord's Alliance is kind of taken all of Silvery Moon as like a base of operations, as there is an army that has formulated here. Like 70,000 strong.
Nice.
Jesus.
From just people of the Lord's Alliance. But then you see a couple other things. You see a few people that look like Nicean walking around the streets as well,
Oh, you boys.
shrouded with bits like orbs of darkness to keep them just kind of defended from the heavy lights. You see something else too. Above in the skies, large ravens are circling as barbarians riding on the backs of them are doing some kind of flight drills alongside of some other vehicles that are crafted by the Lord's Alliance.
Do I see griffins, like flying griffins?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
Okay, good. That's exactly
That's the crew we saw, right, David?
Yeah. That's what I was
okay.
concerned about.
And then our best bro Gil hanging out with his octopus bros.
They're still in.
He's not there yet.
As all of the different people that have pledged allegiance one way or another to assist in this fight have begun to amass here in Silvery Moon, making the total sum of warriors and combat force for the Lord's Alliance somewhere around 270,000.
Holy.
Holy shit.
God.
Oh, good lord.
Is Vivi like on the wall? How could he see all these people?
There is the giant tree by the river,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and he appeared in one of the branches up above.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Broken
Oh, yeah, good luck getting down without
He
breaking
can
your
turn
leg.
into a bird. He can turn into
Yeah,
a
I
bird.
get on my broom and I go away.
You can see you can see camps outside of the city. The city is so packed with people that it's uncomfortable to just the citizenry. As there's barbarians, there's people from the Shadowfell, there's gosh,
Excuse me.
Shadowfell. You see a couple of soldiers of Gond already here. Must have teleported in some way from God, I forgot the name of the city. But yeah, the more forces are still moving into the area as everyone's starting to get ready to mobilize soon. The rest of you make it back to the castle. The castle needs to recharge, so it'll take a couple hours for it to get enough energy to allow you to fly to Silvery Moon. But when you finally have enough charges, the castle flies in the direction of Silvery Moon, and there you see the massive army getting ready for the final push.
Nice.
As you guys dock the castle, where you've been told to put the castle before, this is where we're going to end the session. Moving forward, we are in the final push for the Well of Dragons and the fight against Tiamat.
Good shit.
Nice.
Okay. Emil, I won't try to do it now, but I'm gonna try to remember it. Can you try to remember it? Or, I need to go get my sword from Moku. I should have done that before we teleported in the first place. But I'll write it down. But yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, and he was trying to make you another frostband blade, right?
Yeah, whatever he wants to make. But yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, make a note of that, and I'll add it. But yeah, you guys have successfully cleared this section. That means you level up.
Hey,
Loggers.
Warriors in charge.
Level 3 spells, here I come. It really just means more divine smites.
What's up?
Can I get a Pog Champ in the chat?
Can I get a pog champ?
I'm pretty sure once you guys get to level 20, you can like see one round.
Oh yeah.
One round kill Tiamat.
Possibly.
If Tiamat has her normal stat block, then if we get lucky, probably.
Yeah, Tiamat does not have the normal stat block.
Have you looked at it, Xander? You fucking cheating piece of shit.
Oh, where do you think all that intelligence comes from, dude? It's forethought. It's all forethought and planning.
All right. Well, I gotta go. Thank you for the session, Emil.
Yep, no problem.
Good fish.
Have
Later,
fun
boys.
living your double life.
Bye.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, dude. Secret life.
Appreciate it. This is my triple life, actually.
Oh,
No,
triple
no.
life. Poggers.
So remember, tomorrow doing Kids on Bikes if you guys want to listen or hang out.
Oh,
or
really?
We'll try a watch party.
just hang out and see what happens. Did you guys see what happened in the last game?
No, I need to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started out slow because I was still trying to figure out what the characters were like. But it ended pretty strong.
We really need to get to level 18 so I can get my timeless body.
Oh wait, you're not level 18?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Good for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
hate
mean,
you
actually,
so
could
much.
you
Get
put
that
us at level
17.
19 so that I can be level 11 paladin, so I have the useful paladin feature where I deal
What
2
is it,
extra D8 radiant damage each attack.
I'm sure you can earn it by the time you
Nah.
fight Tiamat.
Ah, good.
Side quest
I-
until I'm level 19.
Hold on, guys, I'm not strong enough yet. Can we go back? Oh, okay, thanks.
Now
I can now cast Astral Projection. So.
If you want, I'll go make you some.
we're getting close to the end game, and then we can
Go ahead.
starting campaign 3. So
We're in
thanks
the
for playing,
end
guys.
now.
Hey, Emil, can I talk to you in Whisper for a second?
Sure thing.
Wait, this is a 9th level
My
spell?
character's dead.
Which one?
I can cast a 9th level spell?
Ha, get on my level already, dude. I already had that.
Level 18 Shadow Monks can
Bye-bye.
cast Astral Projection.
Oh,
that's
plus
good.
13.